I will stop.
Yo. Everybody can they hear? Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? Warrior, can you hear
I
me?
can hear you.
Yes, man. How you doing today?
I'm good. And yourself?
Uh, I'm okay. I woke up out of a little mini coma,
Out of a
you
mini coma?
know, but I feel much better.
What?
Waking up sparingly, hearing everybody opinions on the Khadijah Brown
Mm-hmm.
situation and some other things, that's been going on YouTube. I've
Okay.
been seeing sparingly. Um, Situation's crazy, man. Um,
Yeah.
we got a woman killing a man on live, you
Mm.
know, and we got a lot of opinions going on about it. I heard some from our brother Larry,
Mm.
and some other people. And my perspective on it, I feel like is maybe a little different from others because after listening, to our brother live last night, um, I'm trying to figure like I understand where he was going with it, but I think in this situation, it wasn't as deep as what we was going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In a way, in a lot of ways, because yes, I do agree. Niggas do be doing a lot of things to women and saying things and playing games, but women also do those things. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
sometimes I feel like and we can get lost into what if could have happened or what could have been done. But at the end of the day, that man lost his life pretty much for no reason, and to do it on live is kind of that's taking it overboard. And a lot of what I'm saying, and pretty much in every way. You
Yeah.
know, I didn't heard of women getting cheated on, beat on, sleeping with people, but I never, you know, and I've even heard threats, you know what I'm saying, of
Right.
doing it. But to go through to doing it, and the way you do it, there's no real excuse for that. And you shot him in the back at that. And even after listening to it, I'm gonna play the video because I want to hear it entirely because everyone has a different perspective of what they heard. You know what I mean? And I
Okay.
want to, hear thoroughly from what she said, because at the end of the day, we have this stuff be happening, and it's not good either way it goes. I heard something today, a woman supposed to shot up a school or something.
Yeah,
Like
I
this,
just recently heard about that
I'm
in
like,
Nashville.
yeah, and that's real disheartening.
It's a lot going on. But when you play the video, what I want you to pay attention to is the first thing she says after she shoots him. That did it for me. It was like, that's where your mind is at? Like, okay. But, I mean, I don't have any empathy for her right now. I just can't. I can't because it's with him. It was just too much that went on in that video for me.
Right, right, and it's
It's
like,
too much.
and I don't like, I'm a man, so at the end of the day, I know what dudes do. You know what I'm saying? And I know how things can happen. But I've been on the power path when women just do things out of the blue, and you really don't have to do anything to them. You know, to it. And
But to kill him,
yeah, like I done been hit
like
in the head
his
with,
life.
or I done been hit in the head with baby formula cans. Have been attacked literally for no reason, just because someone has got drunk, and you don't have to do anything to them. You know,
And
it,
I didn't even understand the whole argument because I'm like, she's online arguing. She's on Fit Live
right.
arguing with him about feeding the kids. Well, if you got time to go on live, why can't you feed the kids? You
But
and your mom there. Like it was just a lot in there. I don't know.
right, and another thing I don't condone is like your mother have her opinion and up, but you don't. This is why you don't put your parents in your business.
Right.
Because then maybe that man could have had a conversation just with her, but your mother there egging. It's just a lot going on.
Hyping it up.
You got your mama talking to. First of all, I don't even why are you even coming to me speaking to me in this manner. But the only way that happens if she put her in the business. You know what I'm saying? Or she
Hmm.
feel a certain type of way. That never makes the situation better at all.
And she
You know.
was too comfortable. She was too comfortable. So that tells me that she's been in a business.
Right. So, and this thing about it is, it's like, you look at people posting things and stuff like that. I'm like, man, look, he could have done those things and all those, but if you look at it vice versa, if a man did that, he the worst of the worst, no matter what she did. You know what I'm saying? You know,
But is it worth his life? Is what I'm
no,
saying.
no,
That's my thing.
no, because like
Is it
we're
worth
living
his
in a
life?
time, where it's like, yeah, she gave him all those kids, she did that, but this stuff been happening. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And unfortunately, sometimes life is tough, and I want to go look through some stuff because I want to know, what did he even, was he okay? They say he was, cheating on her with a girl on the job,
Hmm.
and then you hear about him supposed to be sleeping with the boys, a
Hmm.
boy, whatever. And I'm sitting here like, you know, maybe that gay stuff do hit different. You know what I'm saying? But is it worth for you losing your? Because once you killed him, you end your life, and took your both of your parents. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's
Like,
where like it's really going to be hard for the
where,
kids.
right? So making an emotional decision is like, come on, man. And from that video, people like, oh, he beat on her and all that stuff. I'm like, he could have done all that, but in that moment in time, right there, that man was trying to get away from that woman.
Yeah, he was. She did say in the video that he had slapped her
Right,
before or whatever, but at the end of the day, at the time, he was not hitting on her. And
right,
then, like her first reaction, she didn't say, "Oh my God, it was accident," right away. She said, "I don't want to go to jail."
right.
That was her first thing she thought about. And my thing is, so I'm like, dang, did she plan it? Like, how did she just go get the gun that quick? And it happened in the first few minutes of the video.
Yeah,
So it's like it's a
and
lot
even
in there.
even with myself, my personal experiences with dealing with women and stuff. I had a woman hit me and called her family members and told them that I hit her.
Yeah, I've heard of that
But see,
before.
the thing about it, what's up, 504 girl?
Hey, 504.
The thing about it is, it's like crazy to me because it's like she calls the person people on me telling them I could have died or been shot at, you know what I'm saying? Chased around town or whatever over a lie. So I know people will lie just to be whatever. You know what I'm saying? I've been on all spectrums of it. So for us to sit here and we can speculate, yeah, okay, he did that, but
I don't care
you
if
know,
he my perspective is I don't care if they're telling the truth. Was it worth his life?
yeah, I don't
So
think
that he's somebody's father, he's someone's son, he was himself. Th-
right
I don't know.
because that's and we living in a time like, and she had that gun. That's another thing. What the fuck? Where the hell the gun came from?
Right. And who pulls out a gun around their kids and their mom like this? Something
Right.
else is going on here.
And we're and that's why I said like certain things
Hi, mom.
I can't, I just don't want to justify. You feel me? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I can't justify it because I won't do it. I won't do it
Why?
either way. I don't
Let
know
me
why I
get
do it that
alarm
way.
again.
Listen, listen. I don't know where it's coming from. That's the thing
Mhm.
that
Yeah, alarm.
yeah, like I hate when it does it. But
Mm,
and listen, like what SpongeBob said, I done had it all. I've been threatened with. Listen, I done got hit with canned formulas,
mm.
glass, guns pulled on me, and I have not even switched. I haven't cheated on me and had to do anything to them. They're out here. I think there's crazy people out here in general. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not just because yes, he could have done those things, and all these things could have happened, but shoot, I have cheated before I have done the cheating, but I didn't want to kill the chick after she cheated. I just wanted to leave. They didn't want you. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to leave, but you just wanted to go. You know what I'm
So
saying? You didn't want to
think
be
about that. Think about what you just said, because she was saying that stuff in the video too. She didn't want him to leave, right?
right,
But he did all these things bad.
right,
Let him go.
right,
So to me, that's like, oh, if I can't have you, ain't nobody gonna have you. That's something that's a whole different level. And to me, it's like she has no self control.
right.
Where's the self control at? Like you murdered the father of your children in front of them.
Like, look, like
She
they,
done
no matter
fucked
what
them
we
up.
listen, no matter what we see of him or know of him, right? We They still, they're not gonna see their father in that way. And I'm still learning that to this
Mm-mm.
day with my children. I'm trying to get better without, making the slick comments and stuff because my kids gonna still see their other parent. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
As they parent because
Right.
you like, but I never want to kill their mamas. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then do it in front of them, like, yo, no matter what they have done to me or what they have said, I just like I want the ones like to walk away. We not finna do this. I'll walk away from you, and then we can talk about it later. But then if I walk away, I got to worry about somebody shooting me in the back in the head. You know what the hell going on? Like it had to be premeditated because she had a fucking gun there.
That's
That's
what I'm
not the
saying.
first
Where was
instinct
the
you're gonna do it.
gun?
Because
Like,
when you shoot him while you fighting, like first of all, every woman I know, if you raise a hand to, you got to worry, you got to be on all fours. You know what I'm saying? You
right.
got to be looking around because either she gonna burn you with something. You might think it's okay. She gonna come out of nowhere. You gonna get burnt with grits. You might even get grease thrown on you. You might even
Mm.
get shot. But they gonna do it in retaliation to what you done. You know what I'm saying? They not finna just wait on it and let it marinate and build up like that. It's
But see,
like, come
that
on.
is not okay. Period. I've never gotten like now I've gotten angry enough to where I wanted to put my hands on someone, like for as a man, but I've never done it.
Yeah,
I
but
I just don't I don't think I can do it.
damn.
Now
And
if he hit me, I might hit him. I don't know.
look,
But
I was raised warrior. Hey, think about it all. If I like, I could beat the brakes off you,
hmm
but do I want to? I got too much stuff going on. I like my freedom. I like women. You know what I'm saying? I like a
right.
lot of things. A lot of things gonna transpire. If I do you in like I feel like at this time, nah, I'm just gonna walk away and I'm gonna get some air and I'm gonna try to let the situation die down before we can talk. You know, and that's my whole thing is like how those chain of reactions didn't happen and your mother there pushing it. And that's one thing I like my
She
mother
shouldn't
for.
even been there.
I love my mother for it because even when me and the female was going through it, she may have her personal feelings about it,
hmm
but she's not there being like, oh, you need to be, you know what I'm saying, do this and that. Nah, she'll play her part from the back, you know what I'm saying? Not,
hmm
she's not gonna be trying to be involved in it like how her mother was. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
She
I
was
gotta
all
deal
in
with you
their
down
business.
talking. I gotta listen to you talking down to me about whatever the hell I did. I might feel bad about it, but your mama right there behind you with it, nah, it ain't even none of her business.
Yeah, that
If
was
she
a
gonna
lot.
help, if you gonna all that fussing they was doing, and I'm like, come on, man. Like, what about the children? You know what I'm saying? Like, shoot, if you felt that way, don't argue in front of them kids like that. Don't do certain things in front of them like that. And she wanted to keep it going. To
Wanted to
me,
keep it going. It,
you
it,
could,
it was a lot in there. And then they're still arguing over feeding the kids. I didn't understand it. I'm like, why is she? Why? And then this is another thing. Why is that even on live?
right. That's my
You
whole
know?
thing. Like, you wanted to make a statement. I'm like, it's kind of embarrassing in a
Yes.
way, Warrior, that people be making statements and making these comments. I'll be like, man, she did that shit in front of the whole world. A
The
lot of our
whole
shit
world.
lot of times the whole world would be if the whole world looking at me, we might be like, nah, we ain't gonna do this right now because you still had that, that inner thought like you don't want nobody seeing you behave like that. Oh my god, here it go again. Yeah, but
But you
it's
acting a fool in front of the whole world. And then, oh my God, it's just so much in that.
and then
It just is.
we supposed to be like, you're like, dang, what you trying to say? What if you got sons you out here? Maybe the daddy did do some little stuff. Maybe the daddy felt shameful. You know what I'm saying? He don't want his sons knowing what he did, or he don't want his daughters knowing that he out here doing, certain things, man. You should have just kept that a certain, you should have kept that because imagine they kids. How old are the kids? Because what they
Yeah.
28, so them kids can't all be too
They
old.
gotta be younger. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, you done lost your mom and your daddy at a young age, and it's like, damn, over some. Sorry to tell you, some regular ass shit. Niggas be doing this shit all the time. Women be doing stuff like, come on, man, we can't. I ain't gonna want to kill you over it. I just want you out your life away from me. You know
Well,
what
I
I'm saying?
saw somewhere where she supposedly had posted a post earlier that day, like maybe an hour before she went live, stating that he was bisexual, right? So even in that, my thing is, why is this relationship online? Like, who? Why are they having? And they're married. I don't know. Like, why is it online?
Right? Like
Why is it not
she
in your
posted he
house?
bisexual, but you trying to hold that bisexual in the house from leaving.
Right. Like,
Like,
I don't
yo,
understand it. And I
like,
didn't understand why she wanted him to stay. He clearly said he was trying to go to work. I don't know. It was just so much in that. I'm like, I can't feel no empathy for her. Not right now. I
Not right
can't.
now. Like we got to give us because right now, yeah, she hurting now, but them kids, you more about them babies, man, and it's
Right.
like and that you made a choice. You made a
Mhm.
choice.
And literally, as soon as the shot went off, she said, "I don't want to go to jail." And then the screaming starts. I'm like, wait a minute. Did you plan this shit? What do you
Like
mean you don't want? You know
it's
you was.
gonna be a murder scene. It's gonna. Oh, she say something like that. It's like
Hmm.
I want to play it because I'm like,
Before she shot, she said it was about to be a murder scene.
because it's like, who got Larry got on his channel?
Yeah, he had posted it yesterday.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go in there and look for it. But no, I'm just like you tell me something like you know how many times somebody done threatened my life, and I be and you know us we just shrug it off like whatever. I wish you would type of deal. Now she really went through with it,
She really went through with
and,
it.
and that's a whole nother degree of whatever. I'm like, yeah, he done put 4 babies in you, but I'm pretty sure, um, like I said, them babies still actually be here. 'Cause at the end of the day, it's a choice between both of y'all. And if he was taking care of his children, no matter if he was bisexual or not, he still shouldn't have lost his life like that. You should have just got away from that man. That you don't agree with his lifestyle and what he doing, divorce him and try to move on. Sometimes that hurt.
Something.
Nobody want to experience that hurt, but unfortunately, that's something we all got to go through at times.
Right. And apparently, I guess they've been together for a long time. And I understand that a lot of things happen in relationships. And to me, you have to deal with those things as they come along. And I didn't have that together in the beginning. I didn't. I used to let things pile up too, but you
Hmm.
got to deal with those issues as they come because this could have been a buildup of a whole lot of stuff,
Oh God,
you know? And then and she did that from not doing it, not thinking clearly, or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, she going to jail. She was wrong. I don't understand why it was online. It's so many different things wrong with here. They don't. It seems to me like they don't know how to resolve conflict between each other. She got her mom in her business, not just her mom. She got the whole world in her business. How did this man feel? You embarrassed him in front of the entire world, telling his business. I don't know what other posts she done made online. So
right?
is it every time
Maybe he didn't
they
want
have a
that.
problem, it's online? Like is
Maybe
their
he
whole
didn't.
relationship online?
Maybe he didn't want that out there
I
like that.
wouldn't want that.
Maybe that's what I'm saying. Like 'cause a lot of things, like he is what he is, but everybody ain't wanting to come out. You got to respect some of these people. You know,
She
I'll
gonna
be like,
force
you
him
just
out.
come out. Yeah, like I'm like, hey, hold on. Maybe he could be whatever, but maybe he ain't ready for the world to know he like that, or maybe he just not comfortable. You know what I'm saying with that within himself. And it's a lot of things you can go, a lot of ways you can go with that. It's just
Right, but you ever hear about some people when they're outed, they commit suicide?
right.
You
I'm
know what I
like,
mean? Like you just don't know.
and the crazy part of me be it be like y'all got kids together.
They got children, yeah,
Like you killed that man in the house
in
with your
front of
children
his
beside.
kids. Just
Like
like who said that? I think 504 just said it. They're gonna be traumatized for the rest of their life.
right. It is like I can't
For the rest of their life.
and I'd be like, cause I hate when dudes do I harp on them too. I'm like, yeah, we get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it from definitely from a man perspective. But on the other thing, it's like this thing had to go that way, man. At all. You made that choice to have them 4 baby. Y'all did. Raised them 4
Yeah.
kids. Even if the daddy fruity, he's still a daddy.
Right. And where's her where like I see a lot of people, at least on TikTok, it seems to be a even, but I see a lot more people swaying towards her. And I'm like, well, where's her accountability in this? Yeah, they have 4 children, but she chose to do that.
Right. It ain't
She chose to
you
do
was
that.
in love. It happened there. You be in love with them and you have children, but I ain't finna go murder her. I'd rather you just like I said, get the hell away from me. That's just my perspective of it. Like I want you to be not around me. At least until we cool off and we can bring it back to maybe talk about it. You know what I mean?
You
But
don't
a
know
lot
how
of
to
people don't
resolve
think like that.
conflict.
Man, get off my screen.
Y'all gotta use Fat Boy alarm. You don't know how to take that alarm off.
I don't know how to take it off. So I got the video here.
You want to
I'm
watch it
gonna
now?
I'm gonna watch it now.
All right, I'm gonna go on mute.
Dang, they got a whole warning on this thing. Hold on.
Oh, they got a warning on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, take
Now,
care.
hold on. We're gonna start it from the beginning. I'm gonna show it on the screen.
Okay.
Let me see. Can I get this on the screen? You see it?
Not yet. Yeah, I see it now.
All right.
But you got 4 kids and a wife. It's 7:36. He can't even be.
He can't even come here and cook for these kids.
He can't even come here and cook for the kids.
You got to be at work at 8 o'clock.
Nah, matter of fact, he got to be at work at 9.
Okay, but he still got time to cook for these kids.
And then he got to go pick up his. He got to go pick up his buddy from his job, Law.
Well, he need to tell Law he need to get him on car and go to work.
He pick up his buddy Law, take him to work back and forth every day.
I ain't got nothing to
But then,
nobody helping nobody, but if Law
but he can't put gas in both cars.
That's what I'm saying. If Law ain't getting him no gas money to go to work, talk about people got stuff. Okay, you wanna put it like that? Oh, I got stuff to do too. I'm over here. I got stuff to do too. I'm over here. I'm over here cooking breakfast.
Yeah, what you on the phone with?
Uncle, bro, boom. I'm talking about uncle.
I'm over here. I'm doing.
No, you ain't trying to get ready for work. Look at him. This is sad case, y'all. He getting his stuff. Look at that sad case. As a father.
Okay, Jeremy, what is the conversation you want to have?
We good.
Yeah, and your baby in the room.
Conversation you want to have?
We good. If I'm, give me my phone, bro. Don't say
What is
something.
the conversation you want to have?
What the conversation?
Get out my
He
phone.
said, what's the
Don't touch
conversation?
me. Don't touch me. I call the police over here. Do not touch me.
He said, what's the conversation y'all want to have?
Get on me.
What's the conversation you want to have?
Oh, I'm finna send man over here. She touch me.
Ain't nobody touching.
I'm gonna send my cousin over here. Do not touch me,
Don't
bro.
call nobody over here.
Oh,
What
baby.
is
She
the
tell your daughter to keep her hands on
What
me.
is the
Tell your
conversation?
daughter to keep her hands on me.
You the one slap me. You the one slap me. Hit me now. Hit me now.
Keep your hands on me.
What's up, man? I'm still asking what is the conversation.
Oh man, that's what I'm finna do. I'm finna get out. I ain't really trying to argue at all. I'm just trying to get my.
No, you want to go tell your family about this, about that. You want to do this.
I'm trying to leave from up here in P, man. I ain't trying to argue at all.
Ain't nobody.
I'm going to take my car key off.
Stop. What is the conversation?
No, what's the conversation?
What's
the conversation?
Keep your hands on.
What's the conversation?
Keep your hands on. Don't touch me, bro.
What's the conversation?
Move, bro. I'm trying to get ready for work, man. Go.
How you getting ready for work?
What is going on? That's all
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm over here doing. Talking about I don't do nothing for the kids. I don't do nothing. I do what I can when I can.
understand.
But like I said, don't keep putting me in situations that's not my problem. And then, like I said, this is your family. You supposed to be here, helping, taking care of
No, he ain't
these
straight.
kids.
No,
No, you're not good because you're not here taking care of these kids.
He wanna go call everybody.
Keep your hands on me, bro. Don't touch me again.
Touch you.
Jason, sit there over here. We'll make it easy. Sit there over here. I'm gonna do it just like that. Sit there over here.
Ain't nobody finna come over here and do nothing.
Get your hands on me, bro. Stop touching me. Move.
Need to stop.
Sit there over there, Jason.
Ain't nobody coming over here.
Oh, me, bro. Sit down. Get your motherfucking hands on me, bro. Stop touching me, bro.
Stop.
Don't touch me.
Stop. Murder scene.
Don't touch me again.
Stop.
Let go. Touch me. Touch me again. Touch me a motherfucking again. Touch me again.
Ain't nobody finna do
Don't go
that.
to put my gun out.
Ain't nobody finna do nothing.
Open this house.
Ain't nobody.
Don't worry about it. Touch
Stop.
me again. Touch me again.
Stop. Yeah.
Touch me again.
Yeah. Stop. Yeah,
Touch me
bitch.
again.
Stop. Stop. I'm not over here for this.
Motherfucker gonna keep her hands
I
on me,
your
bro.
ass nice, bitch. Stop. Nobody, I can get out my bed for this.
Man, people so
Stop.
fucking, man. Nobody lose my shoes, man.
Oh, you ain't getting that. Everything in the top belong to me.
Stop. Get somewhere and sit down. Y'all.
Hold on, I wanted to pause in between that because Ward, you hear this? Like the mother, like, are you serious? And then I don't get it. I don't see what the argument with some of the arguments was put it out here. Y'all people hear this. The mother's instigating it. Then you got the daughter not letting him leave, but then when he's trying to get his things to go, she says everything in this house is hers. And you hear, I heard her say she got a gun. I'm finna call the police. I heard him say something like that.
Yeah, he said he was going to call the police and tell them that she got a gun.
So I'm seeing like, like
It's
why the hell?
crazy.
This ain't a regular argument. You pull out a gun on me.
Right.
Like, yeah.
She pulled out a gun because he don't want to feed. He not feeding the kids. Like I don't understand.
And the mother lives in the house with them, so I'm sitting here like, I'm on that. He could be ain't shit, but them kids still got a motherfucking eat. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but it's too. So why can't the mother and the daughter feed the kids while he get ready for work? What's the problem?
Listen, man. I guess she ain't want nobody else to have them. Like that shit's wild. And I had arguments. I had arguments while you telling people, man, don't put your hands on me. You know what I'm saying? Don't put your hands on me. But they still jump in your face and do all that. And you literally don't have to do these things he was alleged doing. They would do this stuff to you. Because if he did all these things, I know most of the women in the chat, if a dude sleep with another dude and he supposed to be with you, you'll let that man go. You know what I'm saying? He got to go. Some of you feel disgusted. You don't want him touching you again. You won't even want him to be around you.
Right. Ain't no way. I would be gone.
Yeah. Like, so he doing these things. It's like, yeah. And you're going to sit here and fight for him to stay. So imagine if y'all work it out. He still slept with another dude. You willing to be with that bisexual man?
Right. So either you're gonna accept it or you're gonna leave. You don't kill him. Like when did that become the resort?
Like, okay, you didn't notice when you put your finger in him, all kind of crazy shit. He might be into some extra, you know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
Activity, like, so you might have to go the extra mile. Like she was like she wanted him to stay. So to me, that's saying she'll be willing to strap up and do him if she had to keep him.
Probably.
That's like, so I don't think him being gay like that. People like him being sleeping with a man. I don't think that was the cause of this murder. She was gonna do this shit any fucking way to me.
Yeah, the gun. It was too much. Cause I mean, even the argument itself, it wasn't worth even going to get a gun. It wasn't even worth her putting his hands on. And people say, "Oh, what would you have?" I mean, I know sometimes, like, I don't know what their marriage has gone through, but I don't care. She killed them. It's the problem.
Like, damn, that means that we get mad. You might come in, I might ain't take the trash out. You know what?
Right. I
You
kill
being
you.
fucking lazy. I can't stand you being lazy.
Right.
Oh,
That
God.
is too much. It's too much. Because this seemed to me to be that he didn't feed the kids. That's what it seemed like was agitating her, but it was a whole bunch of other stuff surrounding it that was unresolved.
Right. Because she let it build up. Instead of just saying, you know what? I ain't like the fact your ass stayed out all night.
Right.
You should have handled that shit in, but you let it build up, and then you build it up to kill him. Or, let me go ahead and I'm gonna let the video play some more.
Okay.
Y'all gonna have to stop all this. Then y'all wonder why the kids.
All right, hold on. Oh, that's a lot. That's fucking crazy. The fucking children, that shit hurts.
I
Different.
was just getting ready to type in
That
that in the
shit.
chat, but I'm gonna take
Your
it out because
fucking
that's a lot.
kids in the fucking house.
Howling
Oh
for
my
their daddy.
fucking
Like that
god,
is
man.
terrible.
Are
That's
you
not I'm supposed to
fucking
have empathy for
serious?
her for that shit.
Hell
Whatever. I don't
no.
have no empathy. I don't. I
Hell no.
don't. I don't care. I
Hell
don't.
no.
Whether she a woman, a kid. Well, look, I don't know what she is, but no, she's 28. But I don't have no empathy for that. I don't. I keep you only. I hear that shot, and then I hear her say she don't want to go to jail, and then I hear that baby. Like, look,
Yeah.
fuck all that.
That's
No, she going to jail
they gotta live with that for the rest of their fucking
the
life.
rest of their life. She need to go to jail.
Talking about the gun went off, but you pointed that gun at that nigga, man.
She said it was about to be a murder scene. Why would you even go get the gun?
What the fuck is this?
Why did she go get it?
Yo, like, hell no, I ain't stay. Hey, y'all can stand. Hey, I don't give a fuck what happened. I can't stand on
She
that.
need to go to jail.
That's it. You done pulled the man.
Name
Like I
it
done heard,
trauma.
we done people done heard of crazy dudes and crazy females, but to go through with it's like this stuff is, and it's not this happens. This happened a lot on Facebook Live and on Instagram Lives and shit. This happened way too much. This shit, this shit. I don't know how they can shut down everybody else shit for music and everything or whatever.
But they couldn't shut this shit down, huh?
They couldn't shut that down. We gotta hear these kids crying on this motherfucking thing.
And you know it's out there forever.
Right. You know,
It's
like,
sad.
damn, like, you can't make no excuse. You talking about you ain't know, man, who the fuck gave you the gun?
Yeah, where did it come from?
And then,
And did she have the gun in her hand when she was talking about murder scene? That's not, you know, you knew something. Like when was it gonna click that you had a gun?
like, you were just so tired of his shit. You feel me? His shit. Oh, God. I think I figured out what it was for you.
You got it?
I think it is. They keep
You
telling
found
me
it?
the temperature or something.
What, the computer?
I guess so, but
You don't want it to get too hot now.
no, it ain't even hot at all.
Unplug the battery.
It ain't even plugged up. That's how I know it's just I gotta take that app off here. But that's just crazy that we're bro, them kids crying for their daddy.
That mess you up when and then somebody say your daddy dead. Like what the fuck? Like, oh God.
I mean, they just standing there looking at the dude on the ground.
This
The
shit,
person comes
man.
screaming help. I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? You shoot him in the head. Why you ain't shoot him in the arm? Or some
Why
shit.
she shoot him at?
Oh, yeah, I know, but you wanted to kill. You had to want to kill him. Good shit. That's a headshot.
Did she expect him to survive? That'd be miracles.
Right. Like, and it probably was point blank range. And you know what I'm saying? He wasn't finna get up from that.
She was already beating on him. And he telling her, you could tell that she kept escalating with her hits because the more she hit him, the more angry he got.
That shit crazy.
I mean, it's just all messed up.
Like,
It just really is.
You was gonna have what's the worst that's gonna happen? You're gonna have a failed marriage. Man, look, I'm sorry to tell you, but if you still have to move on, you're young, you're still 28, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You still was gonna be able to date somewhat. You didn't like you was all bent out of shape. You just had to change that hairstyle you had, but
Whatever.
you could have.
But still, even so, say for instance, she wasn't able, like, say for instance, she has these 4 kids or whatever, and she gets divorced. At the end of the day, she still has to live with the consequences of her actions. No one told her to get married to him. No one told her to have 4 children. So we can't use her choices as an excuse. She chose that stuff.
Right. And I'm not finna just give them a pass because there's a woman and somebody cheated on her.
No.
Or somebody did it, because you got the world's like, the internet's undefeated. So, you got people laughing at this shit. I heard a video when the guy was like, he's a YouTuber, and I'm like, I would play it, but how the manner he was going about it, I'm like, damn, you just gonna blast all black females because of she shot? You know what I'm saying? because of this. I'm like, yeah, there's a percentage that's higher than what we want for both sides of people who willing to do some crazy shit like this. But it's like, damn, man, I don't want to see everybody in that light. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, and
You
I hope
can't.
everyone's not threatening people's lives over some fuckery. I hope that. You know,
I've
I hope.
heard people say, "I'm gonna kill you," but I ain't never seen nobody do it. You know, that's the
Now,
difference.
now we
I
got
ain't
live.
never seen,
Now we
and
got
they doing it on live.
like, holy shit, they the ultimate real niggas.
Mm-mm-mm.
I don't want to be that real, and it's getting bad because it's like this shit happening more. Then you got motherfuckers shooting up schools and shit. I'm saying like, I don't give a fuck about the gender. These motherfuckers need to be the fuck up out of here.
What is happening?
What is
What is
happening?
happening?
Because I see some shit online, I'd be like, man, these people fucking crazy. When them dudes be doing that crazy shit, I be wanting their ass gone. They not a benefit to our society. Tell you the truth.
No.
So it's like they gotta go. And then some people do snap. But shit, you didn't get them frustrations out. You should.
My thing, what was it? He was not. She was not in danger at that time.
No.
She was egging it on. Her and her mother. They were the aggressors in this. He was trying to get away and remove himself from there. So look, man, she need to go to jail. I mean, I hate the fact that the father is dead and now the kids, they're not gonna have their mom. I mean, so what? Is the grandmom gonna raise the kids now?
Now
Like,
she gonna be
I don't
cooking for
know.
real now. You know
You
what I mean?
know,
All
who
that
gonna
shit
cook
she was
now?
saying. All that shit she was popping. I'm like, now you gonna be cooking meals for Nero now, ain't you?
Now you done raised your children. Now you gotta raise your grandchildren too.
You know what I mean? She did
I ain't doing that. I'm
all
not.
that shit, all that talking she was doing in the background, like what she ain't want to do and all that. Now you do it. What kind of fucking
Mm.
sense that is, man. Like shit, stay out the motherfucking your kids' business, and we might have a life saved. You know what I'm saying? Life
But you
saved.
know what that come from too? That come from people when they have a problem in their relationship. Instead of working it out between them, they go and talk to other people about it.
Right,
You know, and then that brings other people into your business.
right.
You
But
know,
they don't know how. But this is the thing. We live in the culture. You see, they'll post all the business on here,
right?
all of it. Some things you got to keep private, man. Like, hey, some things ain't. You know what I'm saying? We know it ain't honorable and ain't right, but we just don't need to share it. Everything don't need to be shared.
Everything ain't for everybody. You know, like people would say, "Oh, you know, you've been married a long time." Yeah, sure have. But the thing is that my family could not tell you nothing bad about my husband. They can't. And his family ain't gonna tell you nothing bad about me. It don't mean no fucked up shit didn't happen in our marriage.
Hold on,
It just means that they don't fucking know.
right. But hold on, Ty made a comment. She
Which-
talking about like Brooke and Elite. I'm like, but hold on. I don't. Well, I don't know. I don't even. But they got Dana as a marriage counselor, so they can have
that
that
shit
shit
is
on.
doomed.
Yeah,
Dana
like they
has
can
a
have that
marriage
shit.
counselor.
That's a whole nother
How you
thing.
how you gonna have a marriage counselor that you were active with?
Yeah, you having sex with. I don't
You sexing up your marriage counselor? What kind of
like.
shit?
Boy, that's tough, boy. I don't fuck my sisters.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't do
I don't even understand how you could call somebody your sister that you fucked.
that. Mm-mm.
Like, oh, y'all fucked and now y'all brother and sister. What kind of shit is that?
I don't even interrupt.
He'd have came out better saying that's my friend.
Even with girls I done hit around the town, I don't interact with their kids.
Mm-mm.
I think that's disrespectful. Like, hey man, I ain't fucking with that. We ain't fucking with that.
Mm-mm.
No, that
That's too
they
much.
can have that. That's some Ty,
If I call you my brother, I
Ty,
keep you right in that zone. What she say? I gotta bring up the comments.
Ty,
Hi, Missy.
we gotta make it through the first part of the food. Not the food, the first part of the show.
Oh.
Before we-
Hi, wifey. Hi,
Hold
Teddy
on.
Bell.
We ain't he had okay.
Purple.
He may not have stuck his head in, but he has put his head in somebody's ass.
That's for sure. And we all saw that.
Right.
Like, you
So
know what I mean? Like social media, why is every fucking thing on there? Even that, like, who shows up on the internet eating ass? Who shows up on the internet having sex like that? Who shows up on here killing people? I saw another video where a man, he killed his girlfriend on live because she didn't
that's
want to open the
cool.
door.
Because she
Like,
didn't want to open the
eh,
door.
yes, she was trying not to be with him no more, and he got mad and came in there and killed her on live. She was on live already, and he came in and killed her while she was on live.
Are people afraid of rejection?
Yeah, that could probably be it.
Like, like, yeah, she fucked with you at one time, but she found out you was crazy and she said, fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like,
didn't
I
know
don't want
what
to do
the
this
heck was going
anymore.
on with that. He killed her on live,
Wow.
and
I just
her child was there too.
all I know, Ty, we know not a dickhead. But listen, the only thing, like, I seen some shit when people they be doing some off the wall shit, getting the car. I seen a midget getting in a car accident
What?
on live with
What
no
are you
seatbelt
talking
on.
about?
I seen a
I don't
midget
know.
on live get in a car accident and still got the insurance money with no seatbelt on.
It's craziness. I
Craziness.
saw that too.
Because I don't know how his feet was even touching the gas pedal, the
Well,
pedal.
yeah, I think he'd be having a pillow or something, cause I don't know how
Because
he touched the pedal either, or them
he
sticks.
that happened. And I was like, wow, you know,
I saw
whatever.
that too.
But he's part of the like I said, the insect community. But look, they but back to this, man. The baby's crying and shit, all of this stuff happening. We ain't even you see what point of video we had on the thing, Warrior?
Yeah, but it's a lot of screaming and stuff. Like, and like from now on and from this point on, and it's like it's too late for all that shit.
Like, nigga, she
You
shot
know,
that dude in the head.
it's too late for all. Right, it's too late. The fuck, she
Damn.
need to go to jail. She do. I mean,
Like,
I feel bad for the babies, but grandma, you had all that mouth, so you take all that damn mouth and you raise these 4 babies now.
come on, man. Yo, I can't stand it. I can't stand that shit, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. that triggers me on the inside when the mama know more about your business than you do.
Yep.
And then she telling you, like, she's just in it. Like, yo, you're not making it no better, man. That's why even with my mom, I love my mother to death, but I can't tell her every motherfucking thing that happened.
You can't.
Can't do that. Cause what if I take the motherfucker back?
Yep. And now you got people looking at you like you crazy because you done took them back, and they looking at them like, why did you do that to them? You know, it, it,
Like,
it
damn.
just causes animosity between a family altogether.
Cause my family, hold on, my family work a little different. Cause you take it back, everybody gonna look at you sideways. I'm bringing Ty up right now.
All right.
What's up, Ty?
Hey, Ty. That was your entrance. He was
Hey,
playing that for your entrance.
hey, y'all.
What's up, mamas?
What's up with the midget getting in the accident? Was he standing up driving?
No, you remember back then? It was a while ago. He had gotten in an accident. He got in 2
I don't
accidents
remember.
online because he got into an accident in JoJo car too. When JoJo left
And
him out
Jojo,
the car, he crashed his car.
you a
He
fool.
got into 2 accidents. I was like, damn, this nigga can't drive for
But
shit.
yeah, he was standing up driving and dancing.
Yeah.
I could see out everybody else.
Well, the car do go in drive once you put it in drive. It does
Wait,
move.
but did you see the car afterwards? Oh my God, it was a mess.
Yeah, man.
The,
He hit it
the
pretty
back
hard.
end was all smashed in, and the trunk was open.
No, my whole Ty, you get me off topic because I don't want to talk. Listen, fuck it. That nigga, damn well he couldn't get injured in that bitch because the seat, well, his legs weren't touching the floor. He was standing in the seat, so he ain't sustained no injuries. He can't.
Oh no.
The only way he sustained injured, the bitch flip over.
Mm-mm.
So that motherfucker gonna get smashed from the front and the back, and he gonna walk right up
Nothing
that bitch.
happened. Huh?
None of that.
That's a benefit.
He ain't want to make that payment anyway. Shit, fuck
You
that.
know, that's a benefit.
When he
Please.
bashing somebody while getting in the car accident?
He was talking about Azriel.
Oh man,
Yep. He was talking about Azriel. And he got in a damn car accident. I was like, look at this here.
won't he do it?
All the time.
Well, listen, it's priceless. And I remember another blogger we have out here, a deceased blogger. They was laughing at him.
hmm
You
Yep.
know, it's a lot of things that transpire, people. You know, it's a lot of things.
Hey, T-Bam.
But hey, T-Bam. But yeah, Warrior, these like I want to play the rest of the video, but I'm like, shit, is it just more screaming?
Yeah, that's it. Really, it's more screaming.
Do she ever come back to the camera?
No, I didn't see her come back to the camera at all.
Wow.
It just eventually went off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit crazy. And then you got I think I seen another blogger who ain't supposed to be on the internet post something talking about that woman to be part of Old Cove. Tell her know the fuck she want.
Why would she be part of Oak Cove?
Like motherfuckers posted like, what the fuck? We don't support murdering people with your personal feelings.
You know, they just say anything. They do. I don't
I'm
like.
like, are you
I've
serious?
learned not to even give
Because
that
like,
person any credence at all.
yeah, it's just crazy to me that we live in a world where it's like, yo, man, we got to leave shit for what it is, man. She murdered that man on live. I'm taking this shit down.
Right. But you
Yeah.
know what? When like even all that fighting like that, like that even in the neighborhoods between neighbors, that's just not the way to handle shit. It's not like I teach my sons that fighting is not a way to resolve your problems, it's a way to defend yourself. You know
Right.
what I mean? And that's just what I teach them. Now they're gonna learn how they gonna know how to fight because they need to know how to defend themselves with their hands. You know what I mean?
So, but
But
hold on, don't it show a lack of impulse control?
it does. It
Like,
does.
because it's like, yo, this is like fucking to the max right now, guys. This is, and I don't see it getting no better because people not thugging on the streets; they thugging online now.
Online.
Right. So it's like when I go outside, I stay in the hood, but I don't fear that anything will happen to me. But online, you have a sense of fear now. Like, what the fuck? Sense of fear.
I don't fear these motherfuckers online because I don't live in the hood no more, but I do go to the hood often. So because it may sound weird to y'all, but it feels like home because that's where I was raised at. I know everybody, so
Right. And then now,
I don't
because
feel these people online.
we spoke on that. I'm saddened by hearing them kids screaming shit. That
That
shit
kind of
bothers.
it
Yeah,
turns your stomach. It
yeah.
really does. When I heard that baby say "daddy," I was like, "Oh no, it was too much for me. It was
Damn.
too much." I mean, you know how many times in 24 years I wanted to do something? I wanted to knock my husband upside his head, but I ain't do it.
But then it'd
Please.
be like,
I ain't never think about killing him with no gun.
man, I'm one. Listen, I had a gun pulled on me by a female. I'm gonna catch this motherfucker when it pop up again. I'm
You
adamant
know
about
what?
it. Listen, but yeah, I had a female pull a gun on me, and you know what I did?
Mm.
I ain't even plead for my life. I told her, if you kill, you better make sure you kill me.
You know what? I had a girlfriend that said that she witnessed something like that. She
Mhm.
said but she said that it was her sister, and it was a guy, which I didn't know. A guy had pulled a gun on her sister, and she said her sister wasn't scared or anything. She told him, "You shoot me, you better not miss, and you better kill me."
Oh nah, but I ain't gonna lie to you, Warrior. When I got to that car, I was crying like a little man. I was in there crying. I was crying. I was like, man, this motherfucker put a gun on me, man. I had to go to work. I was crying at work.
But you do that? I ain't never had no gun pulled on me before like
Man,
that.
listen,
Like,
man.
dang.
Cause
Mm-mm.
listen, listen. It wasn't just her. It was she pulled out on me first, and then another nigga pulled on me.
Mm-mm.
So I had to be a gangster. But
You
when
had
I
to be
got
a
in that
gangster.
car,
You had to hold up.
when I
You
got in
weren't
that
gonna let her
car,
see you sweat.
listen. I bawled like a look. Listen, I was in there crying. I was in there, oh Lord.
You was scared in the mud.
Listen, because inside I'm praying.
I bet you was.
I've been praying, but I ain't gonna shed no tear. But
But it
shit,
should
man.
never get to that point. Like my thing is, if you make me mad enough to where I want to kill you, we don't need to be together. I don't want those feelings because I don't want anything that's gonna put my life at risk. No,
Like
no.
and my thing is, it'd be like it like people be just thinking stuff be happening. I'm like, bro,
Wait, Tear said she had a gun pulled on her twice. Damn, the
damn,
hell.
Tia, you would
I'm
damn.
I
That
don't
once
know.
enough for
I ain't
me.
never had no gun pulled on me before. I ain't beeping into that.
Listen, and the crazy part about it is you pulling a gun on me, and I'm like, I just smashed you the other day.
I've had somebody use a gun as a tool, but
Nah,
not
nah,
on me. Well,
now. Did she have bullets in it? I don't even know. But that
it
other
don't
person,
even matter to me if they
I'm
had
looking like,
bullets
why
in
this
it or
nigga
not.
pull it out on me? Yeah. I'm looking like, why is he up? Why he up? Like me and you used to, you done did all kind of shit to me. I just let it slide. I walked off and probably went to my mama's house trying to recuperate from you trying to kill me a couple times.
Mm-mm.
But you pulling a gun out on me? Nah, bro. Hell nah.
But you
And
know what? Let me explain something. Think about this, right? Because I think about this sometime with the violence between black women and black men, especially. Not to say it can't happen with all races, but I don't know. I just know about black men and black women. You know how when we're kids and it may happen in other races, and a boy hits on a girl and your
right.
parent be like, oh, they only hitting you because they like you or they in love with you or whatever. Do you think subconsciously we grow up thinking that if a man hit on you, that means he like you?
I can't speak for all on that.
Because
Um,
I don't believe that shit. I don't, because I don't want to be hit. Don't hit me. You could talk to me and get your message across. You don't have to put your hands on me, because one, I'm probably not even gonna hit you back. I might and I might not, but I might just call my brothers because I know if I call them, they'll take care of it. But I got to make sure that I don't ever want to see you again. Not to say they're gonna kill him. What I'm saying is that I could never rekindle that relationship because they wouldn't stand for it.
right. But my thing is this though, with that, it's a bad analogy to a certain extent because as children are not typically trying to kill each other.
I know that, but what I'm saying is that what I'm saying is this, right? When you're younger and a boy, okay, the little boy down the street is hitting the girl next door, right?
Okay.
And that they're saying, oh, he's only hitting her because he got a crush on her and he likes her. So now she think that, oh, when a boy hits me, that means he likes me. So when she gets older, this man, when he gets upset with her, he's hitting on her because why? He loves her. Meanwhile, it escalates and escalates and escalates, and then she gets aggravated or he gets aggravated, and then they kill each other.
Right. Right. That's crazy to
I'm
me.
not saying that's
I
what it
get
is.
I
I'm
get it.
just saying. I'm just saying,
No, but
like, I don't
I
know.
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but my whole thing is still as you get older, you're mature, and you should be able to say, hey, a warrior, I have a crush on, I like you, I want to take you out, yada yada yada. Eventually you fall in love, and me hitting you is not love.
But you should.
Hey,
You say that, but it doesn't happen like that. Like, think about it.
I
Remember I
know.
told you
Yeah.
my husband what he used to do? He used to throw rocks at me at the window.
Throw rocks at
I
the
ain't, I
window.
ain't, yes, he used to hit me and my best friend every time we walked by his house. He used to in the second floor window and throw rocks at us.
Now
And I hated that little black boy.
how
I was
old was
like
you?
8. I
Yeah, you was 8.
hated
You
him.
a kid then.
I hated him. I hated him. I hated him.
You hated him. Look
Yes,
at
I hated him.
look at you. Well,
I
shit. Yeah,
hated
look
him.
at y'all
Little
still
dirty
together.
boy. I hated him. I used to call
Well,
him the dirty boy. He pissed me off.
I don't want no girl throwing no rocks at me.
No, he used to throw rocks at me all the time. Every time I went to the store, he would throw rocks at me and my friends.
Wow.
Him and his cousins. And they was one of them families that had a whole bunch of kids and they all lived in the same house. So they took up the whole street, but it was a bunch of kids because they had a big family and they all lived together. And they used to just throw rocks at us. We ain't even know why. I hated that family growing up.
Now, do y'all
I
ever
did.
feel
I
like
did not like them.
nah? But then look, now you done married them, so you done married your aunt.
Yeah, I married the op.
Oh, yeah. See, now look at you. Y'all been married all this time, but still, now do
Yeah,
your
but he
son go
ain't
out here?
throwing no rocks at me.
So you
Hmm?
never loved somebody so much you wanted to kill him?
I ain't never wanted to kill my husband. I wanted to leave him before, but I ain't never want to kill him.
Like, I want to know because I ain't willing to kill over none of them. Tell you the truth, I ain't gonna lie.
Especially like, well, since I had my youngest child, no, I ain't never got that mad. But I mean, I got married at 21. He was 22. So there's a lot of things that has transpired. You know what I mean?
Right, but
And
hold on. But the thing about it is, like, if you the only way well, the reason I would kill is someone tries to harm my family, or you know what I'm saying.
that
Say
would
if
be
somebody
something
break in the
different.
house, you're gonna die. You'll die then. But if a woman is like, you know what, she don't want to be together, and all this whatever happens, I'm one of the ones like, hey, I could take that. I could take it. Just I might be saddened about it. I might get in my feelings later, but I ain't gonna be like, you know what? Since you want to leave me, nobody else can have me. I'm gonna take you out,
That's some crazy. That's crazy.
and then I'm gonna kill myself.
That's crazy.
Because what be honest with you, she might as well off herself. Because shit, they ain't gonna have both parents any damn way. So it's like shit, you done did the damage already. You done took two lives for no fucking reason. And the greatest thing, like, yeah, your mother's alive, but she killed your father. Like Jesus Christ, who want to deal with a woman who killed their father? And then you go look in the archives, she out here calling your daddy a sissy and all kind of shit. Probably, you know what I'm saying? It's just not
Hmm.
a good look because people take pride into their families. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
my father, he wasn't the best of dads. He went around like that, but I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hear
You
about your daddy,
you know
humping
what
on
this
bumps and
reminds
shit.
me of? This is weird. Like when my oldest, right? He was 4 or 5 because he was in pre-K, right? And
Mhm.
the school was literally right across the street from my best friend's father's house. And it was the house that they grew up in. So every day after work, when I would go pick up my son, I used to wave in the window. Now her dad was sitting in the window at the time, like he had this chair where he was sitting there, and I saw him, so I just waved and got in the car, went to my mom's house, which is about 5 to 8 minutes away. By the time I got there, my best friend was calling me, telling me that her dad was dead. I come back down there, come to find out his girlfriend had shot him in the head, propped his body up in the window because she knew I was going to be looking in that window, waving at him, propped his body up to make it seem like he was okay, and then tried to say that she killed him while he was attacking her. Come to find out, after they did everything, they found out that he was asleep at the time when she shot him. So I don't know. The coroner's office said that he was asleep at the time. She ended up going to jail. Then we found out she had just murdered somebody in Florida. She had met her boyfriend before that in Florida. What the hell?
Man,
How
why the
she
hell
make
she
it
got
to
to come up
Jersey?
with how she no hell no, she should have stayed up. Man, hold on, man. She done killed him. Nah.
She
Is she
had
from is
Florida
she
was
from
looking
Florida?
for her. Yeah, Florida was looking for her for murdering some man, her boyfriend, and she had been up here. Her and my best friend that had been dating for about 5 years, and she murdered him. And then when she got locked up, because at first she tried to claim self-defense, but when she got locked up, they found out that Florida was looking for her too. Yep.
But how the hell they ain't correlate this early? Shit, we don't want to hear.
Well,
Shit.
she might be going to Florida now because, well, she probably in Florida now only because she just got out She had to do 20 years and she just got out. So
Oh
she
my
might be in
god.
Florida now. Yeah.
She can go back up there with y'all.
Nah, keep her ass down there. Helen, cause
Oh,
and she had my jacket on when she murdered him because I was on the
oh
porch
my
down my
god.
aunt house down the street, and she said she was cold, and I let her take my jacket home, and she kept it on because when we went to the police station that night, and she came in, she had my damn jacket on. I was like, you can
Is
keep
she
that
gonna was she
bitch.
gonna set you up for the murder?
No, she couldn't do that. I ain't go in the house that day. I never went in. I always just waved in the window because I knew Mr. Frank was sitting in there, so I would just wave at him.
Right. And I'm shit.
Yeah.
Jersey can have a wing claiming them. We
She
already got enough
gone.
of
She
that
can't
here.
be here. She
Nah,
got
she
out.
might be like we shipping her back. She had to do
I
her
think
time
she in
here.
jail down there. No, I think she doing her time in Florida now. So she
How
was
old?
older. So she's like my
What's up,
mom.
sis?
She was around my mom in them age. So this year my mom would have been 63 this year. So she's somewhere around that age.
Oh man. So she's still pretty vibrant. You know that jail make them look young.
That's why she in Florida now. I'm positive she's in Florida because Florida wanted her, but New Jersey kept her. But Florida
Man,
wanted her for the murder. And you
man.
know there's no statute of limitations on murder, so I'm sure they sent her ass straight to Florida when she got done.
Mm. I don't know. She probably was a Delta. But yeah, they man, it's
And she
stuff.
wasn't no damn Delta. You always say something like that. You just be waiting for your shot.
Yeah, I know how I feel about Deltas. you know.
Hmm.
But yeah, they nah, but this is situation that's crazy, man, and that's just one of the things, and we could talk about some other stuff too, because what's the obsession? Because we can break into that now. What's the obsession with trying to get another man's attention on your community wall on YouTube? What's the
I,
obsession with
I
that?
don't even know why people would even do that because I don't know. With me personally, I have to remember to go look at the community walls. I be forgetting that that's part of social media. Like by the time I go read it, it'd be like 2 weeks later.
And I'm trying to get because Larry spoke on it, but I'm still trying to understand the card cracker thingy. I'm trying to understand
Yeah, I never knew what that was until he explained it.
how do we criticize other people, you know, because at the end of the day, yeah, Larry, he did what he did, but Larry's out to provide for his family,
Yeah, he
and
took a
he
shot,
he's
whatever.
he's married to his wife. He
He's there with his kids every day, right?
with his kids every day. Um, he ain't going to comedy clubs and you know not doing just doing things because you can see Larry. He with his kids daily. When he go live, you hear his children. His wife there. And I'm
We should
trying to
ask
figure
him who
out
Larry should put on his wall. Who's Derek?
right.
We should all ask him who's Derek.
Like, because it's to
Mm.
the point where it's like, yo, just come out already. Look, we're living in a time, man, where you free to be yourself, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't like women. You're always arguing with women. Then you come on here and say you don't beef with women. Then you come over here, you constantly, like you said, he don't do nothing, but he loved looking at Tears Wall, Community Wall. He loves talking about Ty. He loves talking about this Oak Hoven period in general. But for some reason, I don't understand the fact that nobody really wants, nobody really gives a fuck about what he say. You lie 80% of the time, then you say you ain't lying. You do all these things, man, and you do all this stuff behind the scenes, and everybody know you full of shit. And it's like
Completely full of shit.
I don't understand like what the purpose is. You asking people addresses, knowing, you know, shit, you'll pull up on me, but you just want to pull up on your door on a regular day. You know,
Right?
yeah, you want to do all these things and be this great dude. It's like, yo, bro, stop putting on for YouTube, bro. Be the the person you say you is, man. Don't run
He
from
ain't
child
catching
support.
no
Pay child
flights
support,
nowhere.
man. Look,
He can't he not even paying his bills. And his when he went to New York, he needed help to get to New York to the trial. You think he actually gonna spend money to go to somebody's house?
Listen,
Whatever.
man, and nobody's scared of him. Everybody knows, like, bro, come on, man, you doing it. You going and doing live saying you got these things, man, bro. Just drop all your receipts. Nobody still ain't gonna give a fuck if you can't talk about some shit that happened in at least 2022 or 2021. I don't understand I don't understand your fucking beef because like the rest of your counterparts, you got people focusing on letters, and you got the other side still. Some people focusing on Larry, and you got Sharon Winbush leading a
Mm.
movement of people who
Leading a
can't even say
movement.
what she looked like. Because I'm still gonna say Sharon Winbush is not a real, she's alive, but she's being played for online. You know what I'm saying? Until that person could really show that they really her. I don't
Because
believe
we
that shit.
don't even know if that's her or
Yeah.
not.
So it's just a whole bunch of stuff going on. You like, dude, and why all the smoke for Larry? Why the smoke for old cold people? Why you keep attacking the same members of old cold?
Everybody.
Then you come for Ruby,
Everybody was attacking Oko.
right? Then you come for Ruby, motherfuckers writing federal letters and writing letters to try to send to people to get people in trouble, knowing it ain't gonna work. Just wasting their motherfucking time.
You know what I
Wasting it.
wanted to see? I wanted to see which one of them women over there was actually going to degrade themselves and go in there and back his lie. Talk about they was on a phone call and heard some stuff.
Man, all right. It's
I wanted
somebody
to
already
see who
tried
was
doing it.
going to degrade themselves to do that shit.
Somebody already tried doing it, and like I said, they
They
want to sit
did.
there. Yeah, it happened a while back. I'm like, just put on the thing and tell us what you heard. We all know Tears ain't met Larry in person, so I don't understand the fucking
They
argument here.
couldn't pay nobody to over here to believe
Listen,
that shit.
listen, nobody believe that shit. You know, and you're right. They are all full of shit. And that's why I don't understand why this shit's even continues to keep happening online and everybody knows bullshit. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't give a fuck. You can support that dude all you want, but I don't really hear too much of like, some of the other channels, like, I think her name Lady D or something. I'm
Mhm.
like, I don't know, I just found out about this channel like a week ago. You know what I'm saying? But I done been in chats with YTF people and other people, and we don't beef at all. You know what I'm saying? It don't be like you going back and forth with them.
No,
They stand for what they
I've been
stand
in
for.
Brandish chat before. They didn't say
Yeah.
nothing to me.
Like if you believe what you believe, that's fine. But this nigga get on here lying, starting confusion amongst people. And he done had people beefing with people that we didn't know we had problems. That's the same thing that happened initially with me and the other people, in the set. I'm over here sticking up for this nigga thinking they just trying, you know what I'm saying, coming for bruh. And this ain't no like, nah. You know what I'm saying? It
Mhm.
wasn't that way. He behind here stirring up shit. You know what I'm saying? Starring shit.
See.
And you sit here like, nah, you can't support that shit, just doing all that bullshit. And then you doing it to women. Like, damn, man, what's your beef with that woman, man? Like, let it go,
Mm-mm.
bro. Like, that's why we tell. I don't be have no beef with no women out here on no YouTube. Definitely not no more. It don't make no sense. I don't hate nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it's worthy of talking about every motherfucking day. But you gonna bring it up, and then if you speak out against that nigga, either two things gonna happen. You work for Don Russell. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Or he gonna say he gonna pull up to your house.
One of the two.
Well, what you
One of
gonna?
the
What
two.
my address say? What you gonna do? Dox me? You gonna dox my children? Nigga, nobody ain't scared, bro. Come on, man. Scared of your fucking doxing, nigga. You the worst nigga out here. Out of all the niggas on here, you the worst. You put you put all your time in them dumbass WWE performances. Them little promos. That nigga think he Ric Flair or some shit, and he just be
Right?
talking, and you be sitting here like, man, you ain't gonna do shit at
Not
all,
a damn thing.
at all,
Ever.
ever.
And
And you,
he on the internet with Derek J. We know who he really is.
he say that's his cousin.
That's not his cousin.
Man, ain't no nigga breathing up on me
I
like
know
that.
for a fact that's not his cousin. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I know
Listen, it's a
100%
lot of
that is
stuff you know for
not
a fact.
his cousin.
He got up on here. He got up on here arguing with the fake Leah daughter as he's the
Right?
fake mentee. Like, get the fuck out of here. What are we watching here? This shit was entertaining. Then you come for high maintenance and high maintenance. You know what? Shout out to her for getting on that panel, telling the
Right.
motherfuckers he's a liar. Because like, dude, you over here naming names, you getting the names wrong. Your
Yep. He was
name
like
wrong when
this.
the name you
We
name.
say Lolo. It's supposed to be Lulu. Yeah.
Like,
Like,
as if
oh
we don't know,
Lord.
like people don't do their own research. But you can run that bullshit on the motherfucking people over there, because everybody here know you full of shit.
Right.
It don't take a big channel to know that, and you keep trying to call people out, bro. What you gonna expose on people over here? We don't be fought. We listen. Who and if you got it from anybody, we know who you got something from to say that we was arguing. We really don't be arguing, because we already know who's gonna run you the information back. if it had to come out if somebody did have some. So
But
they
they
don't.
be lying. How they know? That's the problem. They don't know
They
our
don't.
business, and that's the problem. They can't stand the fact that they all in each other's shit, and they supposed to be supporting the same person. They can't get along. They don't. They don't know our shit.
Right. It's
They
like
don't.
like now, like we like any other people. It's like a say it in any dynamic, family dynamic, any kind of friendship. We don't agree with everything. I don't agree with
No,
everything
they
you say.
don't.
So I don't definitely agree with everything I say.
Right.
It's a couple people think I'm crazy. Some people think I'm just off off my rockers a little bit on how I be thinking. Should even my girlfriend think I'm crazy half the time. But yeah, but it's like shit. You don't want to be around somebody who be like yes to everything. Motherfucker out here saying a lady has been getting her coochie ate by a dog, and then when you see the motherfucking picture, you be like, you got to be
You can
fucking
tell
out
it's
your mind.
Photoshop.
You gotta, nigga. You fucking nigga. Your fucking reface game is trash, nigga. Who made that motherfucking picture? Nigga, like you plastered that fucking lady picture on there with her legs open with a dog, bro. And motherfuckers thought you was telling the truth. They really believe that shit. Nah, man, you on some
They
bullshit. You full of shit, and and your team full of shit for even standing on some shit like that. Just say you don't like the motherfucker because she attacking you, bro, and you can keep the shit moving on. You ain't got to sit here and lie for the nigga out here talking about you heard Ty say some shit. Okay, you heard Ty say some shit, man. Stand on that shit and keep saying it. Nah, you don't keep standing on it. Matter of fact, you probably don't be nowhere around when he say it. You know what I'm saying? You don't be nowhere around when he say it because shit, I know who said it. And I want to sit here and say, I want to see you come out here twice and say you heard that shit. Don't come out here talking about you heard somebody say something that can't be right. Because you record everybody. You got all the
He
receipts.
record everybody.
You got all the receipts. Motherfuckers say he talked to me so many times. Like, okay, prove it. Because I know I talked to you a handful of times and I can tell you what I spoke to you about. And I wasn't wrong when I said because you came for somebody, you was talking about a woman's dead mother. Play that recording if you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit. How many motherfucking times you gonna get up here calling women bitches and downing motherfuckers on here and you the worst of the worst niggas on here. You running from a little child support.
You see
A
my
little child support. A
You
little
running from
child
child
support.
support. And you over here running from the bare minimum. I wish I ain't gonna lie to you where I wish my mother I could just pay child support and go out here and be freelancing in life.
You
That
know,
shit,
work
that
a
bill
little
ain't
bit.
shit compared to being here every day paying for shit.
It's not.
It
It's
ain't
really
that
not.
shit, all the time you gotta put into man. Bro, you don't even know
Can you hear me?
the real
We can
struggle
hear
that
you now.
is.
Oh, okay.
He
You hear
ain't
me
even a
now?
week. He's not even a
My
weekend
fucking
dad.
phone needs to be
He a
charged
spring.
or
He a
something.
half a spring break daddy.
He on live, daddy. He when
Yeah,
he on
and
live,
then
he
Who
could
was
call
they
him.
talking about? Fat ass.
Yeah.
listen, that nigga get on here
Uh,
talking about other motherfuckers and threatening people.
um,
Oh, Larry, do you report your cash apps? Like, what the fuck, nigga? You don't think he do?
what a bitch. Only a bitch would say that.
Like, nigga, fuck that. Listen, you
A man bitch.
why you couldn't been shot? What about that? You want Ty dead? Why that couldn't be you? Switch Jeremy for you then, nigga. What about that? You want Ty dead, nigga? We would have been happy Jeremy being here, being his little boss.
I mean, why does he want me dead? That's what I don't understand. What
Listen,
why doesn't
want
he
people
like
dead
me?
because he's lying. He want
Okay,
people,
but what does that have to do with me? If he's lying, that don't have nothing to do with me. I'm just a
no,
person he lied on.
because he had a crush on you and it ain't work out.
Nigga, shut up. How dare you say that out loud off your
Well,
tongue?
he did. We know he did.
Listen, he was gonna
I
Wait,
said that too.
don't
I
help
said that
him.
to
Don't
you
help
a
him.
long time ago.
listen, he wanted you. Remember he was calling Tears his YouTube wife? Now she a bitch.
Yeah.
That was kids. Okay, me and Tiz are
No,
two
but
different
he wanted
people.
you to. I
No,
said
no, but he
no, no,
wanted you.
no.
He wanted you
He wanted.
personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted you. What diva at? She can validate.
This
It's
is
okay,
ridiculous.
Todd.
I
Damn.
got
A moot. Look, this is a moot point. Okay.
She said it's a moot point. No, it ain't.
Then they wish death on you.
No,
It's like, hold on.
the stuff
Then
is
they go.
nonsense.
Then they gonna come out and
Shit.
be like, "Oh, he wished death on him." Nah, but y'all ain't gonna see him watch him wish death on a woman, and y'all sitting in that chat championing that shit. Like that, y'all
And be
I
motherfuckers.
okay
wouldn't
with
give
it.
a fuck. Look, and look. I mean, look when he said it. Okay, when the deceased died. Like that's a stupid reason to want me dead.
Like yo, like
Shit.
he
I
ain't never
mean,
come back and say,
if that's the case, you know, if any of one of us just dropped dead, I mean, that he's been into it with, I mean, I could say the same thing for him. You
Listen,
know,
I ain't listen.
dead
If I
because you beefing with Bedbug, or I want you dead because you beefing with Devo. I want you.
right,
I mean, this he's a clown. He's a clown.
right.
His only friend is Toxic Diamond, and she's in jail. She's in jail.
But when did that ever be?
when
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 did
her
that
defense part
become
gonna come?
okay? When did it become okay
And-
to like wish
Because he
people
can do.
dead and all
Listen,
that?
they watch it. He can say whatever. He can say whatever, and it's like why he can say whatever and have 200 people in there, and you don't know who the fuck really could do something to somebody like that. He talking about somebody. He acting like we the motherfuckers that had got him fired. You feel me? He acting like Larry
Yeah,
was behind all this shit.
I fucking donated to him when he got fired,
Listen, cause
motherfucker.
you
That
felt bad
bastard.
for him. You felt bad for a man down on his luck. Okay.
Yeah,
And,
and I felt like everybody seemed like they was picking on him all the time, but shit, little did I
but
know.
you see now, they weren't picking on him.
Shit, they was not picking on that nigga at all.
That
At
man,
And he
all.
always like to call somebody a scammer, but at the end of the day, sometimes I feel like he one of the biggest scammers out this motherfucker.
listen, man. When he listen, I was thrilled when Trent brother pulled up and he ain't come
And he ain't
outside
come
and
to the
bust the
door.
gate.
Oh, when was it? That was a long time ago,
Yep.
huh?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, like he
Yeah,
over here.
somebody said
Oh, I
goofy.
missed
Yep,
that.
straight
I missed
goofy.
that.
Yeah,
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 goofy.
yeah. My sister
A
said,
goofy
yeah,
bozo. Some shit.
the nigga online talking about what's your address? What's your address? And that nigga live way in Georgia.
Who's that car alarm keep
They can't
going
You
even
off?
know
to the
what?
door.
Because he don't know how to change it.
I don't know how to
You
stop
right.
it.
It do. They probably are laughing at him because if you look in the chat, sometimes they're not even paying attention to his ass. They be talking to each other,
No.
and
Yeah,
he
they
got to
be
keep
speaking to
repeating
each other.
himself. He got to keep repeating himself.
Uh-huh.
Can I get a one? Can I get a one? Can I get a one for yes? Can I get a one for yes? And they still be talking to each other.
He want track interaction so bad, and it's like, nigga, come on, man. You done fought with everybody on here, had people fighting each other. People done fell out and then mended. You know what I'm saying? They not friends, but we not bashing each other. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it shit. We not.
No, fat boy, you're wrong. You're wrong. He has fell out and then made up with them and then fell out again.
No. So I'm talking about what even. I'm talking about yeah. Never mind. He fell out with him again. Never mind. And
Not
he
the
gonna
evil
start.
Yeah,
suit.
he always falls. He always makes up with them and then falls out again with them.
But he
See,
only
that's how
makes
it
up
goes.
with them. He only makes up with them when they beefing. You know how like me and Ty beefing, and Warrior gonna be on my side, and then when me and Warrior fall out, Warrior gonna run the Ty side. That's how they work over
Nah,
here.
Yeah.
that's some
That's
bullshit.
Oh,
No
like
sense of
Jesus.
loyalty
God.
nowhere.
What I lied about? What I lied about?
No sense of loyalty over there at all.
Oh
Get on
my
the
God. Yeah, it made me so fucking mad to hear him fucking say that R. Kelly paid for his for him to go to school. I'm like, oh nigga. And you know what? That whoever what's his name, the host of that show. I was like, Nick, are you sitting up there believing everything? So you sitting up here believing both of these liars. You believe in her that she's the daughter, and you believe in this nigga that he fucking R. Kelly put him through school. Like, fuck. Didn't he act like he was believing him? Didn't he sound like he was believing him?
Yes. Yeah.
Because he's
There
like,
is no way that man has any type of
That
college
man said, oh yeah, Dana, she got a point right there. I'm like, nigga,
yeah, she got a point right. Oh, she got one up on you.
She got
Laguna
yeah,
got one up
like
on
that.
you. Like, what the fuck? That bitch is lying too. Look at her. Look at her. What part of her looks like
Why
R.
don't
Kelly or
nobody?
Aaliyah?
Why don't
Yeah.
nobody want to say that? Why everybody keeps saying, "Oh, Aaliyah didn't have a baby and all that stuff"? We already know all that stuff. She don't look like them at all.
And
Neither
even
one
if
of
she
them.
did, even if she did have a baby, it wouldn't look like that.
That's my point. Why won't nobody say that? It's like everybody goes around that, you know.
Yeah,
But
they say,
everybody's thinking that.
so hold on, man. Hold on, the mentee wild as fuck, bro.
and then her singing, like, okay, so that's supposed to prove that she's done.
Can she sing? I ain't never heard her sing.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Did you heard of that boy? Didn't you?
Listen, I done played it on live. I'm not playing it again. I got a
She can
headache
sing.
already.
Play it for
I seen her artwork,
play
but I
play
ain't
for
see her.
Warrior.
I ain't
Play
hear
it
her
for
sing.
Warrior.
I want to play it for Warrior, but I mean, I gotta
Play
eat.
it for her.
Let me
Play
eat part
for
of my
text
edible.
it to me one.
No, I'm gonna play it, but I need to eat part of this edible though. You guys are fucking
Oh
crazy.
no,
Oh
we
my
don't need to do
God.
that. We don't need to
Shit,
do
then
all
you'll
that.
be stuck. Shit.
I know. You know how he be having the mouse move all slow and shit. It's gonna take him 15 minutes to find the shit.
How you spell her name? Lasagna?
I
Laguna.
think her name is Eugenia.
How you spell?
Virginia.
I don't know how to spell it though. Lugeina
Wait,
maybe.
wait.
Shit.
Somebody
I
spelled it
don't
for
know.
me yesterday. Lugena, I think. LH. I don't. Lagena.
Like,
I think.
I thought it was an I in there somewhere.
Oh, maybe so. Shit. I don't know.
Lugenia.
listen,
Eugenia.
I
Yeah,
think
she's
I
no
got it.
relations at all.
No relations,
Lied
P.
for
No
no
relations.
reason. Lied when he was
No,
a
her name is BUCKWHEAT.
All right.
what?
That's worse than that ugly
BUCKWHEAT.
who going around
Oh
talking about
no.
she, R. Kelly, and
She
Aaliyah.
looked like that
Baby,
picture of
boy, when I
what's
saw
that girl
thing, I
Hollywood?
said, shoot that.
Ty, she looked like your buckwheat
Listen,
picture.
listen, Maurice.
That's her?
I love and
Oh no.
that he always told me to make sure he's right. I always had my eyes on this one particular guy.
Oh no.
I was too shy, so I decided to write. I'm standing at my front page, and I am closing
Exactly.
again.
Perfect
And when
timing.
I write down, you better get out on time.
She wanted to laugh at herself, okay? She
What
wanted
the
to
hell
laugh
was
herself.
All right. Get that
No,
off my
she
screen.
didn't. That's messed up.
Ness,
Why she degrade
fucking
that
Ness.
song like that?
No,
Talk
why
about
she
it's her
degrading
mom.
Aaliyah like that? Shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Like that's ridiculous. Oh my god, I've
Mm.
never heard her sing before. I
Yeah,
didn't know she
but
was out here claiming to know how to sing.
was
The
that your
fuck?
first time seeing her? What's up, Keith?
That was my
What's
first
up?
time seeing her sing.
Oh, you said, is
Hi,
that her?
Keith.
I'm like,
No, I said she. You know that buckwheat picture you got of Hollywood? That's what she
oh
reminded me
yeah.
of.
That's the name I was spelling before he
I
put
know.
it
That's what
up.
made me think about it because I remember when I saw her before. I'm like, she looked like that picture that Ty got.
Man,
Oh my god.
man.
Yeah, so
What's
this
your
fool
thought?
act
I
like he
told
believed her. He was
I
like,
told she got R.
oh
Kelly
god.
in the Aaliyah body.
Mm-mm.
Now
Ain't
that
got
face
shit.
came from somewhere deep down in the gene pool. It came down.
That
Like,
face came from BUCKWHEAT. Shit.
like her.
What's up, Keith?
What's up? I'm just laughing at
Listen,
y'all.
Keith.
Somebody said she
That's
looked like
it.
more like Jimmy Walker.
You know what?
In that chat, they said she looked like Dana's daughter. Like she could be
That's
Dana's daughter.
wrong.
Listen.
They did.
Oh man, I don't want to talk about
Yo,
this.
she was trying to say, Dana sound like R. Kelly. Like you sound like my dad too. I'm like, you got
Yeah,
What?
she did.
Oh my
She did
god!
say that.
Don't put
She
this
did.
into his
She
lies.
did.
What
She
the
did
fuck?
say
you
that
sound like
shit.
my dad too. I'm like, Lord, why is Scorpio what is he doing?
She
Like you
did
sound like
say
my
that.
dad too. I'm like, yo, this is really going on. This is really
Keith,
going on. What's
Keith,
up?
he had the finger. That dude, the host of that show, had his finger. He kept rolling it in the back like that. This shit keep going, bro. I'm finna get money off these people.
Crack up
Like
after
this.
this because
That boy, play the part when Dana goes on there and lies.
what
Do
the
anybody?
what?
What's the name of his channel?
Oh shit!
What the
I
fuck was that?
forgot.
If
Hold
you
on,
could
let me
get
look
it,
on my phone.
Wait,
yeah,
what
somebody.
happened? What happened?
No, I said play
What's
the
the name
part
of
when
that
Dana
dude?
goes.
What's the name of that dude
Dana
where
go.
the channel?
I
You
don't
know that
know. I can't
he's in the
remember.
B sector, but
Dana goes
I
on there
found
to
it. Hold on.
question her. Keep okay. So he's lying and she's lying too. Both of them
Oh
lying.
yeah. Play that.
I need to. If somebody could find the link, put it in the chat. I
Oh,
forgot
I
the
can
name of his
find it.
show.
Hold up.
Yeah,
It's funny how
play
I can
it.
find shit fast but can't do anything else fast. Ain't that something? That tells you right there. Okay, wait a
Oh
minute.
my
It's the way I gotta put it
And,
in.
and keep the host of the show. He acts like he's believing them, both of them.
He's not. He's not. He's really laughing at them.
He
Really?
probably,
He really is.
I thought he was believing. I'm like, who the fuck is this? We need to get a hold of this man because he is fucking. He's an idiot.
Because he was sitting up there with a straight face, and I'm like, dude, how can you sit there with a straight face?
Is his name
Yeah.
Showface?
No, I got it. I'm
You
putting
got
it
it?
in the
All
private
right.
chat right now.
Okay.
put it in
Because
the
I
chat
was looking for it.
because he had 2,000 people in that motherfucker. That nigga went on that line with his chest.
And everybody in the chat was like, this motherfucker lying. This motherfucker, that's all you saw was lies.
I know
Yeah,
that's what I
like,
was
if he-
typing
if
that,
he
but I
watching
was
the
in that bitch
chat,
like,
shit.
lie it.
He ain't watching the chat or something.
Nah, he was watching it. He just ain't give a fuck.
He had
Oh,
2,000
it's
people in there.
okay.
That's all he cared
SKO
about.
go.
Oh yes, go.
Yes, go.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna fast forward to the part where you see dude come on the first time.
Okay.
Oh, hold on, there he is right there. I found him
But
already.
he comes on twice, don't he, Fat Boy?
Let me some more questions. I got
Yeah,
Holly there.
hold on.
Okay.
She might look whatever she look like, but she's really a good woman. Like,
All right, so look,
solid.
go ahead, get them, make them fast, fam. Make them
There's
fast.
two questions. Hey, Legina Gold, but I see you on here, and I heard you mention Miss Joanne, so I'm gonna ask you.
Wait, Fat
two
Boy,
questions, right?
you didn't.
Question
You
number one,
skipped the part
because you
where
said
you
that
said
you
he
talked
said that
to
he paid
your
for his
little
school,
brother.
right?
What's your little brother's name? That's question
Hold
number
on.
one.
Hold on. I think I did. Hold on.
He's very young. His
No,
name
I
started
think
with
that's the
M.
first time. That's the
So-
first time, right?
No.
No, no.
That's the second time he came on?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the second time.
Damn, I bypassed him that quick.
Because I was like, I said, damn, that's more than two questions. Shit, he just letting him. He's trying to catch her up, and she's trying to catch him up.
Yeah, I don't see. That's the first time I see him.
Yeah, I think that's the first time he came on. Because he
And
came
then-
on
I
asking
think that
about
was-
the questions.
Ty, he
No,
answered. No, he did that on the second time. He didn't do it on the first time.
Oh,
He came
okay,
on
okay.
twice.
I know he came on twice. I was on there.
All right, let's go.
Oh, God.
Go ahead, get them, make them fast, fam. Make them
There's
fast.
two questions. Hey, Legina Gold, but I see you on here, and I heard you mention Miss Joanne, so I'm gonna ask you two questions, right? Question number one, because you said that you talked to your little brother. What's your little brother's name? That's question number one.
He's very young. His name started with an M. So I am protective of him, but he looked just like my dad. His mom actually told me some stories about my dad. But you know, I didn't
This
put two
was
and two
him. Didn't he ask
So-
the name? The
My
name?
next
He's young.
question-
He's really
That's how old he was.
And my next question, and before I make my statement, question number two. In 1992, you said Rob came to talk to you, right? And Rob used to come see you.
I wasn't born in 92. If you talk to me,
When was
talk
you
about
born?
me.
When was you born?
I really believe it's 93.
Oh, you was born in 93. Okay.
Yeah.
That's even better. In 93, you was born in 93. So that means you was conceived in 92, right? My question is,
Exactly.
and my question is, Rob was transported from where to where in 92?
Well, if you asking if where he was living, Chicago, and he was in Detroit, but
No,
I
so-
don't know what he was
no.
transferred into because I wasn't thought of. The thing is, I just now learning how he is,
Okay.
ignoring
She was a
the
baby,
real him.
fam.
So
She was a baby.
I have
Okay.
to like,
Watch this, go. I've been around Rob for the longest.
You a liar.
dog.
okay.
I'm his
You
Yeah,
man.
kind
I
of
know
talk
you
like
have
him
that.
actually.
I'm his
I
mentee.
tell my dad.
Watch this.
Huh?
Watch this. This is, and I ain't really want to do this, but I'm
Do
gonna
it.
say this: a lot of stuff that you're saying is not true.
So are you there?
And you started from the TikTok Rob thing, and then you went on, and you have a twin brother, and you have
My
a twin brother.
uncle,
No,
my
and you have a
uncle,
twin brother, and you have a twin brother.
my uncle. I
Like a
don't.
lady that you put on the screen,
I don't.
and you continue in this stuff, and And I'm gonna keep it real.
The host
Jaguar
both
had
You
you
know
going
my
from
dad.
They both
He
lying.
should be ashamed of himself. If
How?
you know my dad, tell him
How?
to be honest. Tell the truth and to
To
set
be
you
honest
free.
about what? First of all, Robert don't have a
He
child
wouldn't
that
have you.
begins
He
with
wouldn't
an M.
have you. He wouldn't have you on here. So I don't think
Who?
you know
Oh,
him.
no.
It's not good for his.
You can't silence
his
me from
heart.
telling
It's
the
not
truth.
good.
Oh,
Because
the
No,
real,
you're
the
not
real,
feeling
the,
it.
the real Dana J. Do you really know R. Kelly, bro?
Factual.
Right.
Years.
Where would you know
Oh
him
my
from?
God.
Years.
How do you know?
Oh, for one, but let's go there. One, he put me through
She's
college. That's the first thing. Second thing, his former security guard, Kip Hinton, brought me to him back when I was gangbanging back in the younger days. And we stayed
Okay.
together since then. When I went to school, I fell back a little bit. And because I couldn't
I'm gonna
do
call
both.
you. Right.
But this right here is just crazy. And if matter of fact, if you drop your emails,
Can you stop? Can
I
you
will
stop?
send you all the pictures.
Can you stop?
Yeah, okay. Salute to the real Dana J.
He's gonna. When my dad tell the truth, because I believe he will. He's gonna.
Then
Look
nigga make
stupid.
it, yeah,
And I'm not trying to call him stupid, but
yeah. Okay.
I'm about to.
Yeah, okay. We take an intermission with. We're gonna take a small intermission. We'll take a small intermission.
All right,
We
I'm gonna fast forward it now because
Talking about so he was gang banging.
salute to everybody. Get the likes up, gang. Please, look, get the likes up. Salute to everybody, Bill. Hold on. This one cat is back. Hold on. The real Dana J.
What's up, Skull?
Hold on. So, nigga, what's going on with you, fam? Everybody said you some obsessed R. Kelly fan, fam.
Listen.
What's going on, bro?
Yes.
Listen,
Who are
and
you, bro? What's going on?
Listen, you gotta know the backstory. All them niggas hating. This is what I'm gonna tell you. Check your IG real quick.
What's going on, fam? What's going on?
Check your
IG?
IG.
Okay. Let me check my IG. You know what I mean? So how? I mean, you say you know R. Kelly. How do you know R. Kelly, fam?
I was breaking it down to you, but I want you to check your IG. Women lie, niggas lie, but
See.
pictures and numbers don't.
Somewhere down the line, I hope you really know him. Just so you want to be on here making nonsense.
So Dana J is super
Right.
fan what?
I'm gonna show. I want to show everybody. So I want to show just a little something. So let me see. I want to show something because he's saying, that he most definitely. Let me see what's going on here, man. Because people are saying you're an obsessed fan of this man, bro.
Look.
Let me show. So that's you. This is you.
Right there on the end.
That's you and Kells. What's going on here? What's going on with you and
Right
Kells?
there on the end. Coming straight from court.
That's you and Kells. So you. I mean, you was like you was playing like bodyguard that day, kind of with him. You was like
No. When I tell you that's my dog, that's my dog. Look. Matter of fact, if you Google the CBS Chicago joint, when I did the interview with the alleged sisters, you'll see my whole write-up.
Okay. So
That's how I can ask questions, even when low budget maintenance came up here. I can ask real questions because I was there. They fans. I'm not.
So, dude, I mean, we see pictures.
The thing is, he's not gonna tell you.
Huh?
I mean, I see
I was just asking a question.
Bro.
What I can do is I can do.
I
what
think
most
you
people
should pull
can't.
up a different picture. Okay,
here we go. Okay, that's kind of like a fan picture right there, dog.
Nope.
Like a fan. Like I bumped into the nigga at the mall type shit.
Nope, that's right outside the trunk, right before court.
So you knew R. Kelly. R. Kelly was your dog. You say he put you through college because somebody came and said that. Nah, man.
That was low budget maintenance.
Yeah.
That was high maintenance. High maintenance. That's one of my moderators. Super high maintenance. But she came and said that you didn't get put through college by him. He put an African dude through college or some shit. You know what I mean?
Man, look, I'm not worried about what them haters say about me.
Okay. So what about Regina Gold here, fam? This is the daughter of R. Kelly and Aaliyah.
That's what I'm asking, and I'm gonna be honest
why
with you.
Are you here to dispute that? Are you here to say she is not the daughter of R. Kelly and Aaliyah?
I am saying that.
And no, then my dad didn't tell you. Don't go back against.
Matter of fact, and when Robert's immediate family is called, okay, watch this, Legina.
Me.
When the last time you talked to Carrie?
The last time I talked to my dad.
Carrie.
Carrie. I know about my uncle. I haven't talked to him.
When the last time you talked to Bruce?
Oh no, nigga, she got you, nigga. She got you.
No.
She got you, nigga.
No,
she
and
just
she ain't
got
get
you,
me.
nigga. She got you, bro.
And she ain't get me at all.
No, is that the uncle? What she said?
My
was
dad
that-
didn't
was
play
that
that. He
correct?
was controlling. You know how controlling he get, right?
Did she just get you, bro? Was that the uncle when you said?
And she sat there and said, "That's my uncle." Okay. When the last time you talked to Bruce?
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying she want to know right now. Okay, he said Bruce.
I got one better for you.
Okay, come on,
Come
man.
on,
Come on, bro. Come on, with some real
Come
shit,
on,
dog.
better for
Come on,
you.
man.
When the last time you talked to Jomo?
I don't know who Jomo is.
Thank you.
Who
I
Not
rest
that I
my
know
case.
the fuck is Jomo?
Jomo is Barry Hankinson's son. I'm done.
My cousin.
I'm done.
So
But you just said you don't know who he is.
So
Okay,
I don't know
got
his
another one for
nickname.
you. No.
Well, I kind of do, but I kind of really don't.
No, but I got another one for you.
Okay.
But it just reinstated there. Well, never
Have
mind.
you called Diane lately?
My grandma, I got some things to tell her, actually. If you know her, tell her I want to talk to her.
She on your ass, Dana
No,
J.
no.
She on
No,
your ass,
watch
Dana
this.
J.
So
Dana,
Diane
she on
is your
your ass
grandma,
right now,
right?
dog. Come on, Dana J. She
Wait.
on your ass.
Wait, but so Diane is your grandma, right?
Yes.
Is that what you telling me, that Diane is your grandma?
She my grandma, and she ain't slick either. So
Okay, watch
are
this.
you trying to defend her or something?
But matter of fact, I'm glad you said that. Because now, if you say that Diane is your grandma, right? And you said Carrie is your uncle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So have you talked to Ja?
Ja,
Yeah.
my little baby, my younger siblings.
Your little baby?
Yeah, because I'm not about to, classify.
How old
So
are you?
look, I might be 29 or 30. So
How
I
old
gotta
are you?
figure that out.
So
my
you
own
don't know if
self.
you're 29 or 30 and you said Ja's a baby. Ja's not a baby.
No, Ja's my baby. As far as Detroit, that's my sibling.
Yeah, my baby is the thing they say down there, fam.
Ja never lived in Detroit.
Okay.
No. She said that. That's how she talks. That's Detroit
my
slang.
thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. So have you talked to Teresa?
You said who talked to
No,
Teresa?
I haven't talked to none of them. They're grown enough to have an NDA, so I can't temper what they
So
got
Teresa
going on.
ain't talked to
I
you.
got to do it because I didn't sign one.
Okay, so I got one last question. Have Lisa and Cassandra reached out to you?
No, nobody talked to me, and I don't know who they is.
They're your aunts, though.
First off, I'm not talking to Teresa. She touched my dad, so and my uncle.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
I don't want to hear nothing that nobody told you.
Come on, Dana J.
I
Is that
said
true, Dana J?
Lisa and Cassandra. I ain't say Teresa. I said Lisa and Cassandra. And you ain't talked to them?
No, I just have to remember. But no, I didn't talk to nobody. Ask them why they don't talk to their family, right? Ask them.
Listen, once again.
Because God gonna judge them, right? So
1 second.
Once again, nobody have NDAs. That's first thing. Second thing is
no, that's a lie.
Listen, when I hear Sko talking about in the deep dark rooms and stuff, first of all, in order for them to come at you, you had to walk through that forbidden door.
If you really met my dad, did he allow you to come on here? Because you know how he's a bit controlling. Did he allow you to?
I'm not trying to be combative, and I'll tell you this: Rob is not controlling. Rob is a big comedian. Yes, he is.
He's funny. He's got a good personality. Yes, I'm not disputing any of that.
On top of that,
Go with a
one thing I'm
laugh.
gonna tell you is this right here: Rob don't play these type of games.
I know. Didn't I say that?
So it's like with him,
he don't play no game. For you to come on here, he probably might. If you know him, he might have gave you permission, but he needs to start telling the truth.
Listen,
he needs to start telling the truth instead of
his whole
turn
family
these
is
people
watching
in, and then maybe he can get out. That's what he needs to do.
His whole family is watching.
Tell on his friends and his peers.
Okay.
Duh.
Now
they ain't gonna do nothing unless they gonna really have a conscience, and
watch how deep this.
Have my back.
Are you part of the 1953 trust? Are you part of that lawsuit?
Look, which
No,
lawsuit?
no. Are you part
I
of the
just know my
1953
trust,
trust
my
lawsuit?
will, it has to be from them. I can't guarantee any other thing you're mentioning. So it's like you asking me what
Are
I'm a part
you
of.
part
I
of the
may or may not be. I
1953
don't
trust
know.
lawsuit?
It's the first time I'm hearing it, so I don't know.
What is
I'm
that?
their
But what
daughter,
is
so
that,
if they
Dana
gave me
J?
something,
What is
Okay,
it?
but the 1953 trust lawsuit is the lawsuit that's against all the powerful men in the industry. R. Kelly was named in it. Jay-Z was destroyed in it. Sean Combs was destroyed in it. Lil Wayne was put in it. And the thing is,
I wish.
Now listen, they talk about a
You
girl
found,
in this
man.
lawsuit and SCO, and I'll send that to you as well when I get off here. But they talk about a girl that has been trafficked throughout the places, but they never mention R. Kelly in the directives. What they did was they just put his name, and because he was associated with Jay-Z at the time. You keep saying R. Kelly is going to gotta tell the truth if he want to get out. The only person that can say that is people that's directed to that 1953 trust. And the 1953 trust, now that I'm looking at the whole story, that 1953 trust is one of the main reasons why Rob is caught up in New York and Chicago. It's the main reason why all of the headline artists that I just named
Which
are
means
going
he
south.
gotta, start whistleblowing and get himself out of
So
there, get his
therefore,
immunity.
there's no
if he gonna do
NDAs
it.
going
If
on.
he's
Regina.
he's a part of it. He's a part of it. If he
He's a
wanna,
part of
he
what?
better start doing a 6ix9ine or
Rob is
something
not in
and
that
get him two
pedophile
people in there.
shit.
Well, then he.
Robert is not, and I'm gonna tell you this.
Look,
I can stand there and say
the
this.
thing is, my dad,
Rob is not a pedophile. He's not a
my
pedophile.
mom was a kid. My mom was a kid. So you need to stop being delusional.
Your mom,
Y'all need to understand what's right for right, what's wrong for wrong.
Please.
Yes.
And you know what? This is what
a
I'm gonna say.
teenager.
I don't want to destroy
Yes or no?
Leah's. I
Yes
do
or
not
no?
want to destroy Leah's legacy.
Don't talk bad.
But
Don't
I will be
get
the
yourself
first one to
started.
say this.
If you better not say nothing disrespectful about my mama, you better not. You better not. If you know what's good for you.
Sweetie.
If you know what's good for you, you watch. Don't say nothing disrespectful about my mama or the dad. Okay.
Listen, it's nothing you a Jaguar. Okay.
I think I want to.
Because see, I'm deeper in this than you ever know.
No, I know. I know what you might.
Because see, I can drop
maybe
some bombs
or
on
may not
Jaguar
know.
too that you don't know. So while you at it, I think you need to sit back and relax.
I may or may not know.
So I think you need to sit back.
I may or
and
may
relax
not
for a
know.
second. And because you sit back to my,
I
don't
think
talk about
you
my
need
mom.
to.
Leah ain't never have a child.
Because no, she did.
Leah ain't never have a child. And if you think it's a game,
Aaliyah, yes, she did.
I can get Demetrius Smith.
My
on the phone
mama,
right
yes,
now.
she did. Who?
See, when you want to
get
play
my grandma on the
games,
phone.
see,
Get my
when you
grandma
wanna
on
play
the
games,
phone. Get my grandma on the phone. My grandma Diane. No, get my grandma Diane on the phone. I'm not talking to anybody that's outside my family.
No.
I'm not talking to anybody that's outside my family. What's your name?
Dana J.
Dana J.
I am Dana J. Go like, share, subscribe, and you'll see me drop all bombs.
Dana J.
Do you talk about R. Kelly a
Don't
lot?
make a fool out of my family. Don't try to cover up somebody because you're trying to think you know something that they didn't tell you. It's an NDA for a reason.
Can I ask you a question?
Maybe he trusts you, but he can't say shit. He can't say some shit.
Can I ask you a question? And I'm gonna do this on and I'm gonna do this on SCO channel. You feel me? Since you want to say Aaliyah's your mama, since you want to sit here and say Leah's your mama, and since you want to sit here and say, oh no, answer this question. Why haven't you went public to talk about Barry Hankerson killing your mama?
He did. Thank you for bringing that up. He's a part of it too.
Okay.
Why haven't you went public to talk about
y'all agree on?
I said something about my uncle. I said something about my uncle. He voted for my mom to get killed because she wanted to raise me. That's the only reason for her to be wanted to be out the music industry.
Listen, Leah never had a child.
Listen, you don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, now watch this. Now hold on. I don't know what I'm talking about, right?
I think y'all getting somewhere, man. I thought y'all getting somewhere.
I don't know what I'm talking about, right? Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this. because you sitting up here saying, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. I'm gonna ask you a question. Who is Lolo?
Mhm.
This is
How you doing?
Hey,
this
Kelly.
is Gerald's god brother.
Who's Lolo?
There we go. There we go. Salute to Lolo. Who was that?
Rest in peace, Lolo.
Did you ask the question? What do you say?
But I said, who was Lolo?
Lolo?
Yeah.
That sounds like a dog name. I don't know Lolo. And no offense to Lolo. It sounds like a nickname. Maybe it's from love, or maybe not. But I don't know.
Listen. Rest in peace to Lolo. Lolo was Rob and Leah best friend. Mainly Rob best friend. I'm gonna say this: you running with this campaign, sweetie, it's not going to end.
I'm not about to. I'm not there for any. Rest in peace to Lolo. Rest in peace to her.
But I'm asking you, please listen. Seriously. All jokes aside, all the games over.
I haven't seen him since 2002. I don't research anything he do. I just know that he's my dad, and I know she's my mom.
I'm just asking.
I'm not into it like that, so I'm not gonna know everybody.
She say R. Kelly is her dad. She say Lee is her mom. I mean, is it something Dana J you just don't believe about? I mean, you know what I mean? She giving us a lot of proof tonight, man. I mean, what else did she really do for you, bro?
Listen, from 92 to 96. Rob was matter of fact, Rob got transported in 92 from Disneyland to Chicago for the trial. 93.
Wasn't he torn?
No. Rob was in jail.
So that's probably didn't see him then.
Listen.
Thank you for that.
Does that make more sense to you, Virginia? Why you say you didn't see him?
Listen.
Yeah, so it explains why I didn't see him. I'm glad that he got out of it so I can able to bond with him, but that explains why I was only seeing my mom then.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do it like this. In 92?
I didn't see her like literally. I just remember her being with me, and then all of a sudden I just remembered her face all the time, and then I'm seeing her on TV, now home, TV home.
When was Leah with you?
When?
Yeah.
The last time I can say what year probably was is maybe 97 and 8. Then it or 99. It probably got even more longer than that after I haven't seen her. They took me away from her. So I can just say
you was with Dame Dash too?
I don't remember, but Nana also said I used to be around a boy that was older than me a little bit, so maybe not.
Do you remember Q Parker? Do you remember Q Parker? Q Parker.
Q Parker? I don't know that name, so I don't know. Look, my memories. I only seen certain
people. Do you remember Jay-Z?
No. I hear you.
No, but he can be in jail too, prison too. So.
Do you remember Diddy?
Diddy? He can go in there too. I don't know. I'm like, you acting like they had me like, look.
Because he told me.
As a kid, I don't know, but they do some weird stuff now. They do some weird stuff now. They using me to go.
Leah didn't even go to these.
They using me to back with my father. What do you say?
Then I'm gonna say this, and you saying that Rob married a Leah. Actually, if you know anything about that, that was a publicity stunt that was put out there by Barry Hankerson, because that was supposed to be Aaliyah's lead off into Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, and it was supposed to be a movie. But Rob fired Barry Hankerson, and Barry Hankerson said, I will make Rob life matter of fact, I will make his life a miserable hell. As long as I got this to hold over him, he will never be successful.
Dana J, what about all the other kids? I asked you, was R. Kelly, getting with the young chicks, and you said no. What about the videos with people seeing?
Which ones?
The one, I think the old video, they said them pissing on the girl, the porn video, that came out there, everybody, what about that video? It seemed like that was a young girl in that video. Is any of that real, fam? Was that staged too?
Let's say this, and I'm gonna go ahead with that. It was multiple videos. Okay. And if you look at the transcripts and everything, and if you've been to court, they pretty much tell you that it was a lot of videos meshed together, so you really can't say which one is which. But I will tell you this: Damon Pryor was Rob's body double. And Damon Pryor and Lisa Van Allen was doing scenes trying to blackmail Rob. And I do know that Damon Pryor pissed on Lisa Van Allen.
So that was a body double. You said he had a body double that was on some foul shit.
Yes. All of this was to extort Rob. And hold on, let me do this for you real quick. Because I'm gonna put the picture up in the background real quick.
This shit is crazy. Salute to everybody. Get the likes up, gang. Salute to everybody in the building that's rocking with me tonight, y'all. Y'all know how we do it. We don't break the news. We just break the news down. Salute to everybody. Legina Gold is in the building, y'all. The daughter of the late great Aaliyah and
Watch
Robert
this.
Kelly.
But I'm gonna move out
the building.
When I move out the way, can you tell me who's who?
Hold on. What?
My dad on the right hand side.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna say the far side over there will be R. Kelly, right? This right here is not R. Kelly. The other side is R. Kelly, right? Am I right?
Damon Pryor.
Yeah.
Damon Pryor's on this side.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Rob is on this side.
No, the other one. Yeah, my dad's on that side. The right hand side.
Same thing. Yeah.
Right. So basically,
them niggas don't look that much alike, fam.
Basically, that was the body double. And if you really look at it.
But what about that R. Kelly? Look. When you watch the R. Kelly, I know you seen R. Kelly. You do your research on R. Kelly. What did you think about?
I can't hear you. I can't hear somebody talking.
I was asking you, fam. When you see the R. Kelly sex tape, when you look at that nigga, you know Rob. Is that him, or you say nah? That's Damon. That's the other nigga, fam.
But that's Damon Pryor pissing on Lisa Van Allen. However, from what came out in court, I do know they say they got Rob, Lisa Van Allen, and Drea on a sex tape together.
So you feel like R. Kelly is being set up, my nigga? Why would they?
Of course. That's one thing. Second thing is his catalog is worth $42 billion. If he was to recoup his catalog, he will be the powerfulest man.
Not the $42 billion.
Let's go here. Why would them crackers want a nigga to possess his music? Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say this.
He earned it. You're right. He earned it though.
Listen. But I'm gonna go here because I keep hearing a lot of people talk about R. Kelly. He can read very, very limited, and he will get frustrated and be like, "Yo, you know I can't read that shit. Read that shit for me." People say, "Oh, well, how do he write his music?" He don't. What he do is he'll go buy a bunch of iPads and iPhones,
like rappers.
but then he'll use the recorder and to do and to hum like tunes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he'd take another recorder to the studio and he'd play the one that he hummed into it and he'd just start saying words and it just go. Matter of fact, it fit. At the end of the day, and when people talk about he's this, he's that, if they never been around the man, but they can't speak on his character. I sat there and watched this man cry and was like, dog, is this what they think of me? As much as I did for these people.
So you mean tell me none of these rumors we've ever heard about R. Kelly with the surviving R. Kelly, is that all bullshit? The show bullshit. Surviving R. Kelly, is that all bullshit?
All bullshit.
R. Kelly 100%.
My dad.
100%.
My dad.
Can I'm
a crier. My dad's a crier.
Can I ask this question, so? But I'm gonna ask you this question. If you're telling the truth on a docuseries, right? How is it that your story on a docuseries changed from series to series, then from state court it changed, then from federal court it changed? Okay, if you got an answer for that, please have an answer for this. Why do y'all need a talent coach to sit down with y'all and teach y'all how to act on camera, how to cry on cue a year way before y'all even start filming?
A talent.
Third thing is this.
Who's using a talent coach? All the people from
the whole surviving R. Kelly cast. Third thing is this right here.
I
have the Cheryl Mack memoir. Everything that's in that memoir is what they're saying. So wait a minute. If Cheryl Mack posted the memoir, if she wrote the memoir book, how is it delegated into different people? I need somebody to help me make this make sense.
They all work for other people. They work for other people, and the main goal was to make him be in prison. They did it.
Listen.
But we gotta
And the
because
whole
in
goal was for them to
people
kill
that do
Robert
worse
Kelly.
and stuff, all those
So the
people
goal was
that
to
want to
kill
help.
R. Kelly. The goal was to kill
The
R. Kelly. you
goal
feel
for
like?
them was to kill R. Kelly.
Why not just kill R. Kelly? You mean they want to kill him by tarnishing his name?
No,
destroying him, tearing him down?
no. The whole goal was to get him out the way, for to kill R. Kelly. Just like they tried to do. But no, I can't say that. I can't say that. Because then them people's gonna be pulling.
Yeah, don't get too deep, my nigga. Don't get too deep on us, fam.
Right. So I'm gonna say this. At the end of the day, and Legina or Legina Gold, this is what I'm gonna say.
Legina Gold, yeah.
Or Legina Gold.
The
This
daughter
is what
of
I'm
R.
saying.
Kelly, my nigga. Come on, fam. Come on, Dana J. Come on, bro.
I know the truth, bro.
Come on,
So
bro.
I can't sit here and lie like that. I can't. At the end of the day, I know where it started from. With Legina Gold. And you can't have a twin by somebody else, but then say another set of people are your parents. You can't.
Legina has a twin sister?
A twin brother.
Twin brother. Legina, do you have a twin brother? Legina Gold, do you have a twin brother?
I can't really hear what
I said, do you have a twin brother?
Hey, hold on. Can you ask that? What do you say?
I asked, did you have a twin brother? He said you have a twin brother. Is there any truth in that? I've never heard that. Do you have a twin brother?
I have a fake twin brother named Elijah. He's actually the real biological son of Michael Halton, which is my grandfather. So he's my half uncle. That's my uncle right there.
You have a fake twin brother?
Huh? My bad. I was my finger was covering. What you said?
You said you got a fake twin brother?
Yeah. I don't know if I had a real one by my birth mother, but it was only me. It was only me.
Okay. So what you're saying is that your twin brother's not your twin?
No, he's my half uncle, Michael Holton's, kid from another woman.
So the lady that you posted with your twin brother, but that looked just like you, that's your mama. Why did you scrub your page of that picture and when everybody started posting it?
Why did I scrub my page?
Yeah.
What you mean? Like of my pictures?
Yeah, it was a picture that came out of a woman they were saying was your real mom.
Oh. Because I often be the family I was raised on have a lot of kids, and I called them my niece and nephew, so they was on it, and y'all not about to be online trying to bash them, and they have children, and it's and then not always a star to mean like it's a lot of personal things you have to keep from private. So I only did it for them. If it's me and if something I just happen to see, then I reopen it and share it, and that's where I get it from. But as far as
I'm gonna say this, man.
Bro, how you feel, Dana J? I mean, do you feel like you got some good answers today, bro? Did you learn something new here today on my show? Nothing.
The only thing I learned is Just Say No to Sco is one of the hottest channels out here. And bro, I done sub to you. All of my family rock with you.
Salute,
and I'm definitely gonna pump it up on my channel as far as with you. But I'm also gonna talk about it too. So I'm
man. Salute. Salute, man. Salute, fam.
I'm gonna give somebody else time, man.
Gotta talk about it. Got to, man. Nah, salute, man. Salute. Salute to my nigga, man. Salute to the real Dana J.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
My bad. What's up, Diva?
What's up, Papi? What's up, Ty? What's up, True Strong? What's up, sis? What's
Now
up,
look.
guy? What's up,
Hey,
everybody?
lady.
Now look, there was a video that was played on High Maintenance channel where he somewhat admits to saying something totally different what he said in his interview. So I'm gonna find it and play it for y'all because a lot of people ain't seen it. And when I seen it, I never heard it before. I was like, shit's wild. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, you got different stories coming online, you know, almost every damn time. Or you just adding shit to it.
Can you share my screen for a moment?
How I do that?
Oh Lord.
Trust.
How I do
That's
that?
that
I'm
lawsuit
gonna
with
present
everything
it to you,
right?
and you're gonna accept it.
All right.
Diva, is
All
that
right?
that
Watch, you'll
lawsuit that
see when
had
I do
all
it
the
now. You'll
names in
see.
it?
You'll see. What did you say, True?
Is that lawsuit that had like everybody in it?
It was part of
Is
that
that what he's
lawsuit.
talking
That's
about?
not it.
That's what he's talking
he
about, but
talking
that's not
about
the 1953 actual trust. Hold on, let me.
Rock, and I agree with you. I think he missed that stank.
He probably do. Him and Levi both, boy.
You not
Damn,
Levi
R.
for the
Kelly
body.
put
You
it
not
down on them niggas.
that boy killed the fool for that one, ain't he?
You know, he out here putting it down on them jokers. They
Man,
out here fighting for that shit.
Kills put
Lying and
him
everything.
Warrior Kills put him in missionary and was looking him in the eye.
All right, do you see
Craziness, man.
Do you see it now?
Yeah, I see it. I'm gonna add it to the
Okay.
stream. You see it?
Okay, hold on.
It's on. You on the screen now, Diva. Don't you
That's
know?
the
Oh, it's on the
Epstein.
screen. Okay, because now I'm behind the scenes, so I can't see the screen. But do you see what it says here?
Nope.
What?
You can't see it.
I see it. It's up there. It's up there. I see it.
Hold on.
Can you guys see it? Can everyone see it? Can the chat please
I
tell
could
me
see.
if they
Well,
see it
I
or
don't
not?
know. Wait, let me go back to YouTube because I could. Oh yeah, it just. I see it on my phone too now. It's delayed on YouTube from StreamYard, but I see it.
Okay, so you see the page?
Right. Now you go through that, Diva. I'm gonna try to find that other video.
Okay. All right, so this is an article that came out in 2019 talking about what we know about Jeffrey Epstein's will and what happens next with his estate. It's his estate. It has to do with his money. It has nothing to do with R. Kelly, anybody else, nothing of this matter. That was just some bullshit. What is this?
Lip liner contour.
Oh, okay, they came.
Lip liner and eyeliner.
Nice. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mama.
Look at the hooks for your daughter's book bag.
Oh, okay. They're too
Giant.
big. Okay, they're really big. Okay,
Yeah, so they can hold the
I
bag.
remember it being a lawsuit.
Here it is, right here. Right here.
It had the
Why
whole
did Epstein
entertainment on
create
there.
a trust? The most important aspect of Epstein's will is that it was written to transfer his assets into a trust. You're welcome, Mom. The 1953 trust, apparently named for the year of Epstein's birth, was established on August 8th of 2019. The same day the will was drawn up and signed. The terms of Epstein's trust are stricken from public record. His estate will now be overseen by the two executors named in the will, attorneys Darren and Richard. So basically, it's his trust fund. And with that trust fund is what how you call it? Is what the victims were being paid out for with the restitution. So that's all.
So
I
what
wanted
the
to
hell
say.
he talking about? You know what I thought he was referring to? You remember when they had that
lawsuit
it had like a
claiming that all these people were on Jeffrey Epstein's log
island
flight list, and they were visitors on his plane and all this.
Right. That's what I thought he was referring
But
to.
that was just, yes, I believe that's what he was referring to. But the
He called it the wrong thing.
1953 trust has to do with Jeffrey Epstein's will. It has nothing
So he
to
called
do.
it the wrong thing.
Right. And it doesn't matter. He shouldn't have said 1953 shit. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He should
I'm not
never
surprised.
had even mentioned it. And then
I'm not
she said
surprised.
she was born 1989 or something happened in 1989. But then she wasn't
No, she
sure
said she
if
was
she
born in.
born
She
in
said she was born
1990.
between 92 or 93. She's not
Right.
sure.
She was conceived in 92 and born in 93, but Aaliyah married R. Kelly in 94. And apparently that's when she was supposed to be pregnant. So what does this mean? Aaliyah had a child and then got pregnant again? So Aaliyah was
Like, why
pregnant
did
with somebody else?
why did he
So you're trying to tell us that R. Kelly had sex with Aaliyah at 13 and got her pregnant at 13 or 12?
and then she turned around and married him 2-3
Right,
years later?
right,
Yeah.
right.
I thought he would have said that, I thought he would have said they didn't even get married until 94. That's
And
what I
then
thought his
when
whole
did R. Kelly get
idea was when
locked
he
up
started bringing up the
in
kids.
92 and transferred? I'm curious.
I
It wasn't.
I
They
ain't
said.
never seen that.
Nah, hey, I found the video, ladies, of on a High Maintenance
A High
channel.
Maintenance.
Oh, you did,
They do
okay.
own the rights to this. This is on her channel, so I'm gonna play
This
it.
is for
I'ma
commentary
go on mute.
purposes. Nobody is claiming this for their own. We are sharing the information with the public.
Right. So shout out to her for putting this out there.
Shout out to High Maintenance. Share her
Mister.
link, and send everybody over there.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Yeah, we give people their flowers when we
Hold
share
on.
their stuff.
I'm looking for the video. I'm looking for the certain part because the part he was in the room talking about he was admitting his guilt.
When he admitted R. Kelly's guilt, she played that on
Yeah.
here. I seen that originally. I didn't know she played it on here. Yeah, play that.
Bitch, you are a liar.
Hold on.
Now tell me I'm lying, and I'll pull out facts on every last one of you. I'll be in court Friday, and I'll be in court on the 22nd. Meet me there. Bring your man giving you his side. Yo, I'm going to invite some people real quick.
All right, I'm going on mute. I'll be right back.
Before I go ham, because I'm feeling it tonight. I'm feeling it tonight. I had somebody come and tell me, "Oh, Dana, how can you defend a pedophile?" I'm gonna ask this question. Outside of the mishap that happened with Aaliyah, can y'all prove that he slept with anybody that was underage?
Okay. Well,
He can't pause it. He said he'll be right
Mishap
back.
with what?
okay.
Mishap with what? Did he say outside of the mishap with Aaliyah?
It's crazy.
Why that part back a little bit, girl?
Right, when he said mishap with Aaliyah.
Boy, you put your damn foot in your mouth. Boy.
Outside of the mishap that happened with Aaliyah, can y'all prove that he slept with anybody that was underage?
Yeah, Rashawn Delandfair, Pauline. Yeah, there's been
16
more.
and under.
Jerron DePace.
No, I tell you, I just got to set some records straight real quick. Because folks want to be so-called judge, jury, and executioners. Now, I'm telling you from firsthand knowledge. One, my boy, my brother, my man at arms, my dude, never lied to me, never will. Was with Kels for damn near a and a half. Woke up when Kelka. Furthermore, the ones that's on this documentary was never seen before. Which brings me to when I entered the picture again. And one of the chicks that said that she slept with Kels, you're a liar because you slept with his friend and you always dealt with his friend. He never dealt with you. But I feel like I'm repeating this over and over again. I need somebody to tag D Fox because I want to go live with D Fox. I want to go live with Art Blood. I want to go live with all these folks that says he's guilty. Let's persecute him. I want to ask about.
So his name is Dana J, and this was on the Facebook page.
Your father. I want to ask about your brother. I want to ask about your uncle. I want to ask about your homeboy. Because let's be straight about one thing. We all in the same generation. And we all had homegirls in middle school that was creeping with 30-year-old men because they had nice little rides. So come on, let's talk about the culture of it.
Yeah, that.
But then I'm seeing when folks are saying, "Oh, Kelly making a spectacle, he putting on the show." That man giving you what he feel. That man giving you his side. Y'all took the sides of Asante and them and the fake actors. But now when Kels want to tell his side, he wrong? No. I ain't wrong. So I guess the stigma of Aaliyah will never leave. But then I'm going to ask you this question. If I'm going to keep it 100, I know folks that's saying, "Oh, Kelly wrong for this." I know y'all personally, and y'all have slept with underage people. And I ain't talking about 16 neither. I told you, this is not the live if y'all think I'm going to spare your feelings. Sometimes you got to respect. Sometimes correction is needed. So when you want to point the finger, let's point
He
the finger.
admitted R. Kelly slept with a 16-year-old.
You have no proof that man continuously slept with underage.
Leave it right alone. It's
What?
like an hour and 25 minutes.
You only got speculation. Negativity into somebody else and make it appear to what it is. Okay, another thing. Once you're doing that, money. So you want to be greedy.
Right, middle school.
Envy. Greed. That's what happened.
It's okay because
So that's how people get set up. And then I'm gonna keep it real.
Sound like some cheap ass porno.
Another way how people get another way how people actually get set up is because we let people in the
Little
circle
amateur shit.
who never should have been there from day one.
All right now. Let's move it along.
Where they the alleged house where they
Yeah, I'm gonna stop it right there. I don't even want to hear no more of that shit. The nigga said middle schoolers.
Right.
Yeah. They say ain't a bunch of a bunch of middle schoolers that was creeping
Man,
with
keep on that.
30-year-olds. So you
So,
know a
like-
bunch of fucking pedophiles.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Half of that second repeats the lies Dana has told in the beginning of 2019. Like, I've been saying that dude was a big fat fucking liar, because he is. He just blatantly lies about the stupidest shit, though.
The dumbest shit. And I don't understand. It's all for ratings. It's all for views. It's all for the propaganda for his guy.
Like, it's like he just Randa, she puts up the videos and prove that the dude is lying, and people still go along with the. I was like, I got the feeling
crazy.
I got the feeling that people are just laughing like at him as he's a joke.
He is.
Yeah, but my thing is they don't even tell him, and they stand behind that sometimes, and they support it. Like when he calls certain people up there to talk, they back him. Now you do see people in the chat just talking to each other, but there's still some people that's backing him, and I'm like, how could you even stand up to that?
They just as moronic as he is. But yeah, all he do is just lie.
They're
Yeah.
enablers, you know.
Yeah, P. He said middle schoolers.
Yep,
R. Kelly
that's
had
what he
three
said,
middle
middle
schoolers. So R. Kelly was having three middle
That's
schoolers.
what it
So
was. He was dealing with middle school and high school teenagers. Like,
Is that my phone?
no, that's Keith. That's you, Keith.
But y'all hear static?
Yep.
Yeah, mama.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's me. I gotta come off. Gotta go back in the bushes.
I got you. But now they guys, and like I said, people like he saw in that last video, you heard him, he gave you Aaliyah, you feel me? So that
Yeah.
wasn't enough, you know.
But now he's saying he didn't marry Aaliyah.
Right, you know. That's what I was like, what is gonna be, man? What is it? Because I never seen that before until that live, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And y'all still champion that shit?
No, the funniest
No,
shit
I
had to be
saw
the
that
Damon
back then.
Fryer was the body double.
Do you have a
But you
picture
know
of
what?
Damon Fryer?
What do you
Keep
mean
talking
body
about.
double? What?
Do you have a picture of
I
him?
had one before.
They were
Even don't you got a picture of
practicing.
him prior?
Right, they were practicing trying to scam R. Kelly and make videos of them peeing.
No, no,
Okay,
no, no, no,
what?
no, no. Did y'all hear Demetrius Smith when he said, you know, R. Kelly used to carry around them duffel bags before he started doing the backpacks with the iPads? He used to carry
Yeah.
around a duffel bag full
Yes.
of videotapes. Demetrius
Right.
said R. Kelly lost 2 bags of tapes. So when everybody
Right.
tried to say, "Oh, this wasn't on the tape or that one was on," I'm like, how do y'all even know that y'all referring to the same tapes if this man lost 2 whole big ass bags of tapes? Y'all
Right.
don't even know if y'all talking about the same tape.
So
Cause Jazz said that the tape didn't have any sound in it, and now the tape has sound in it, and she thinks that Lisa Van Allen put it in there because in the BBC interview, Lisa Van Allen talked about the tape having sound, and now the Chicago new tape had sound, so she thinks that Lisa Van Allen injected sound into the new tape and gave it to Michael Avenatti. She also said that Aaliyah was fucking emancipated. What the fuck is going on?
How do you emancipate a 15-year-old? I thought you had to be
You can't.
16.
You can't.
So
Not.
first of all,
She wasn't.
do they know what emancipated is?
Yeah. I don't even think they even know.
The-
Because they tried to say Azriel was emancipated too,
Right.
just because she had a permission slip.
Right. No. If she was emancipated, then the parents would have nothing to say if R. Kelly was the legal guardian. That would mean that the parents probably died or something like that. I mean, I don't know. These people are all crazy out here. None of them know what they talking about.
Yeah, I mean, she said
The
a
stuff
bunch of
came
shit. She
out
was
in the
like, "Hey,
trial about the video with the sound and without the sound. What happened was one of the videos didn't have a sound, and then they found the video with the sound and decided to record the video that had the sound, and that's the one that they used. See, if these people would really read the transcripts, they would know what happened. But apparently nobody's paying attention. You know. So, yeah. Mhm.
well,
shit's crazy.
she did a 20-hour live, literally. I'm not even joking. The
Was
last I
she
checked the
on
time, I
drugs?
don't know, it might have been longer, but the last time I looked at it, it said stream started 20 hours ago. I'm like, are you
And
fucking
Wow.
kidding me?
I want to ask you ladies questions because when people they always talking about Oko lied and all this kind of shit. I'm sitting here like,
What we like?
nigga, like, can somebody explain to me where did y'all or where did we lie? Have to
Right.
lie
What we
about
like?
everything you read was in court paperwork, articles. You know what I'm saying? And you gave your opinion. And if your opinion was wrong, we came out and corrected our opinions. You know what I'm saying? When they was
Right.
wrong. So I don't understand how someone who can sit here and justify a man sleeping with middle schoolers can come out and
Middle
call someone a
schoolers.
liar when you just lied. We just proved you lied. You know what I'm saying? And from what you
Yep.
said and how it changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like
The
I don't
law
understand.
proved that he lied, that he was sleeping with minors,
And
teenagers,
another thing that bothers me is
middle schoolers.
Middle school.
is him with the what he said, you know, he's coming after you a little bit deeper. About the whole monkey thing and he over here standing up for prima donna and shit. I'm saying here like, man, Diva was your ace at one time, in a
Mm-hmm.
way.
Listen,
And I know
they're all
you gave him
monkeys.
paperwork, you
They
done
know
did all
what
this
they
stuff to
know
help.
what they know what I mean by flying monkeys. They've seen me explain it a million fucking times. So don't come with that bullshit, KDK, with the fucking trying to act like I'm being racist or something like that. Let's get over that because y'all already know I'm talking about the narcissistic terminology of flying monkeys who are the monkeys to the wicked witch of the West who were her enablers. They were her go-getters. She would say go and they would do, period. And that's exactly what all these people are. They listen to R. Kelly, Sharon Winbush, Levi, and everybody else, and they go, monkeys, go.
No, but the thing with me, Diva, is you gave that man paperwork. You done helped them out. You know what I'm saying? You done talked about the case with him.
Yeah.
And you knew him for a certain amount of time, and he over here taking up for this other motherfucker who you ain't even come after.
And you know what? I really don't give a fuck. Because it's not like we were best friends and you know, we were texting and talking all day and all the time, and between me and him it was just mutual respect and business. That's it, that's all.
But Diva, you remember it was a time when we was on the phone. I know Ty sleep right now, so I'm gonna say what I want to say. Yeah.
And I was letting them have it.
Right, but you remember the time he just came out talking about he had a girlfriend
right
online, and we like nobody questioned it at the time, but then he was over here talking about naming the girls he had tried to get with in Oco. And wasn't Ty?
I don't even remember that.
You don't remember his talking about Ty?
Right, I don't even.
He was having a crush on Ty. Talking about he was crushing on Ty, and he was crushing on.
Yes.
And we was on, and I'm on the like. You just came out like saying you had a girl, like online, like you just put this lady on screen.
Yes, he did. He was
on the phone.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about that.
And I was sitting here like,
tell you that? Oh my god, I don't even.
No, I was on the phone with you.
No, but I'm saying, did I ever tell Ty? I think I did tell her too. I don't even remember. Damn, that
I told Ty. I told Ty she got to roll the other way because he's looking at her.
Oh Lord Jesus.
That shit was.
Did you eat that edible?
I forgot.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm trying to hold off.
Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Thank you.
Because you already know, like this man over here with the lies, and then you sit there and keep coming for Larry. I'm like, so you're a better man for Larry, better man than Larry. And I'm
like this shit just doesn't make any sense. The shit that he be talking.
You get ignored and you just think you want to keep coming.
That's like Debo too. The other day I saw something from Freedom. He was talking shit about Larry. I'm like, what?
Bruh, and as if they're better people. Like, yo,
that's because
I was gonna go live.
Larry is what they aspire to be. That's what I feel like. Like Larry is what they aspire to be, and they jealous because they're not there. They don't know how to do that.
And then they got people out here on YouTube.
They're mad because they know Larry is speaking the truth, and everything that Larry has spoken has come to light. That's really what bothers them.
But they're speaking on this man as if he's like. Remember, like he keeping files on us, and he got tabs on us, and I'm like, man,
where's the tabs? Where's the tabs? I haven't seen the files.
Listen,
they got files on us.
Leader. Larry's the leader, and he shows us everything, and we're the monkeys that do the flying and all this bullshit.
No, they the ones who hold files on people.
That's what I'm saying.
I was on Passionate Gangsters.
We hold files. We hold files on motherfuckers who we need to hold files on. We hold files on motherfuckers we need to hold files on, period. That's just what the fuck it is. Because these motherfuckers out here be running like little roaches, gathering their information and holding files too. So we have every right to do the same thing.
But why are we holding files? Why are we holding files?
We don't hold files on each other. You know what I want them to do? I want them to show me.
No, we don't hold files on each other. We hold files on the motherfuckers. What's up, Tupac?
I want them to show me show me any live on YouTube where you see Old Cove on there, like say for instance, Fat Boy. Let me see a live where Fat Boy go and bash Ty, or Tears go and bash me.
No, we don't do that.
Go and bash
We're not like that. We're not like that.
Let me see that shit.
Hold on,
somewhere.
Hold on.
I want to find it.
Ty would call me to bash. Ty would call me on the phone to bash me. What do you mean?
That's different. I'm talking about on live.
Larry, where's my money? The rejects told me about it.
they took cash apps under my name off to try to make money.
Gemini said, "Show me the paperwork."
Rockin', I need mine too because I ain't get mine either.
That's
my blood sister.
That's your blood sister?
That's my blood sister.
What's up, sis? What's up, sis?
So if I see her, I'm always gonna be smiling. You know.
That's my twin Pisces brother. He's not my brother, but he's my brother from another mother. You know.
You got hey, Tupac's in the chat. I wish we could get Tupac back. That'd be a nice trade.
That would be nice. We gave up R. Kelly.
Right.
We need Tupac back.
Take Dana and bring Jeremy back. What about that? That should be my new name.
I know that. You take Dana.
Jackie.
Not everybody came out tonight. I'm looking at the chat. Wow.
Yeah, I just I shared the live too, so you know people be coming
I
in.
shared it.
Listen,
Yeah. That's
Thank you for sharing my live too, Deep. I saw it today.
Of course, I love you guys. Whenever I see it and I go through it, then I share it. You already know.
Listen, man, and my whole thing be with this is, man, I don't need 200 people to lie to. You give me my old cold sisters and my brothers, man, we straight, man. It ain't about all that. That nigga be lying. I just can't get over it. They'll make up a new story every time.
Right. We're just here to give information, commentary, and talk our shit the same way y'all talk y'all shit when y'all want to talk y'all shit. And that's just what it is.
Well, we can't do it though because
we don't have the right to. In the YouTube
I don't have the right to speak.
Right. That's what I just said. They feel like we don't have the right to talk. What the fuck?
Right. They don't have a right. We don't have a right. Y'all have a right. We have a right. What the fuck?
They told us we ain't got no right. We talking against. We talking against.
What? We talking against R. Kelly. Who gives a shit?
Right.
He's a bad man, like Aaliyah said. He's a bad man.
Like the song.
Word up.
And it's a lot of stuff like I tell people, and I only get mad when they listen to his music. I just keep this to the point when you talking about defending it. We got like a wave, and me and Warrior talked about. Look
at Levi, you seen that interview? Levi being that weirdo ass nigga talking about teenage adults because they're 18, 19. Oh my god!
He lucky. I don't know a lot. I forgot what live he was on Atmos. Trying to describe that. He lucky. I'm gonna go look that up. That might be the next live, Warrior. We just play that.
But the one with the one from Storm.
No, the one from
that he just did.
He was on.
Because he said
Atmos.
that shit on Storm too.
Yeah.
He said teenage
Yeah,
adults on
Storm
Storm.
Monroe.
Like, no, you know what? That's
Trying
horrible.
to convince the people. Well, all he did was mess around with teenage adults. No, nigga, you forgot to mention the 15, 14, 16-year-old girls too that were there.
Right.
You forgot to mention those girls. You're only talking about Azriel and Hallie Calhoun and Faith Rogers. That's who you talking about.
Oh, but
We talking about
Jazz,
Leah, Pauline, there's a whole bunch. Geronda Pace, there's a whole bunch of other girls. Addie,
Lee,
Stephanie,
Summer.
Right? Like we're Precious Way. We got more to go, my nigga. Where you just talking about 3 girls? What?
But everybody lying. Everybody lying. God damn. Well, at least he gave us Aaliyah.
Right.
Yeah, he gave us, but he took that back though. He took that back
He
now.
took it back. He took it back. He took it back.
back.
They never was married.
Like at the end of the day, the fucking the priest that married Aaliyah and R. Kelly came out and said yes, they got married. They were matching sweatsuits. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
They look so cute. They look like a cute little couple.
And then Drake did an interview.
Mira, remember the priest said he had me try to sign an NDA, but I told him I promised I would never say a word.
Yeah, right.
So he let me not sign it. I walked away with my life.
Hold on. Wait. So you trying to tell me he gave us Aaliyah, so that wasn't enough right there? To be like, hey, this ain't got a problem.
No, that wasn't enough. That's why it took 30 years, because it took all these girls to finally take him down, because back in the day, it just wasn't enough.
Wasn't enough?
Yeah.
It had to be an army of 32 victims in order to take R. Kelly down. Because back then,
from my
it was in
understanding,
1990, what year was it when? 1992, 93. When was it that what's the name did the lawsuit? Tiffany.
Tiffany Hawkins. I can't remember. It was after
95. 94,
It was
something
somewhere
like that,
around there. It
right?
was somewhere around
Okay.
there because Aaliyah was named on it.
Right, and she already had sexual relations with R. Kelly and admitted to it in the deposition.
But
Wow.
see,
That
my
she was
issue is that
supposed
from my understanding, I think the reason why Aaliyah came to the forefront is because Aaliyah was famous, right? But from
Mhm.
my understanding, the Chicago, inside of Chicago, the girls that were being abused were already screaming. It just didn't get out to the world because the media didn't pick it up and the law
right, it only
enforcement didn't do
stayed in
anything about it.
Chicago because Jim DeRogatis was
Right.
reporting on it.
It didn't go anywhere, but
It
it
didn't go
wasn't that
anywhere.
it wasn't being, from my understanding, from
It did
listening
not
to
go anywhere.
Javante and Truth, it just didn't go anywhere.
It didn't go anywhere. It didn't go
But
anywhere.
Aaliyah
I
got out
think it
because
was
of her status.
right, and it was about like 7 or 8 girls at that time, right then and there, that were part of that deposition.
Yeah, I saw them names on
At
there.
that
That's
one
crazy.
time, all those girls were willing to be witnesses for Tiffany, like in other words, uncharged acts.
Right.
They were willing to be victim witnesses for Tiffany to testify against R. Kelly and have those girls corroborate her story. So it was only for the civil lawsuit because she couldn't file the charges on him because the police did not want to file the charges. So if they would have
look who his witness was.
took that to the feds back then, they would have definitely investigated him. But they
Look who
didn't,
was on his
and the
side
feds
at
never
the
picked it
trial.
up. So the state didn't do anything about it.
Think about it. The one of his witnesses was a retired police officer who used to, the Larry Hood guy who used to be his do the bodyguard on the side. And they asked him, did you, recruit other police officers to bodyguard for him as well? And he said, yeah. So to me, that shows that he had Chicago in his pocket with the
Yes,
police.
he had Chicago in his pocket.
Do you
Larry
agree?
Hood was the man they used to go, yo, they coming to your house, bro. You need
And
to
he identified Javante.
come on. They did a lot of stuff, man. They did
He
the same shit with
him
Lanita
and
Carter.
Demetrius identified
They did the
Javante at
same
the
shit
trial.
with Lanita Carter.
Do you agree? Do you agree to what my sister said? It was
It
because
was
of those.
because these goofy ass females protected him. You ain't lying, girl. And when they
No,
went
see,
on
it's a whole
trial,
bunch of them on
and when
the
they went on
internet right now.
trial, when they went on trial, Gemini, they still protected his ass on that stand too. Because a
See, the
lot of
truth
them
saying
still
that
didn't give it
Chicago
all up.
girls
A
been
lot of
saying
them
that,
still
saying
didn't give
something
it
since
all
the
up.
90s.
Damn, that's fucking. I don't know. I
It
want to
ain't
be.
go
I don't want
anywhere.
to be like that.
But listen, Larry Hood, I don't know why they put him on there like the government wasn't gonna find out that he was a dirty cop. So he
Right.
really embarrassed himself on the stand.
Right. And then denied he didn't see any little girls, but then admitted he saw little girls.
Right.
Right.
That was
What's
the
up,
funniest
Tasha?
shit ever.
Larry Hood did too, because
What's up,
Larry Hood
Tasha?
said it wasn't no minors around or whatever.
Yeah,
So
Larry
then
Hood.
he started identifying Javante and Aaliyah and them.
And Aaliyah and Tiffany.
Right. And Tiffany, he identified them. And he was like,
So
oh
when he
yeah,
talks
they
like
was around. Like
right.
how you gonna say that? Like he
Oh
embarrassed
yes,
himself.
that's like when they saw Geronda Pace running on the lawn and getting into the building or going out the building. Like she's a little
Craziness.
girl and she's climbing over fences to be with R. Kelly. And don't nobody say nothing, they're just like, oh, there she goes.
I want to hold on. I want to give a shout out to the 34 voters that we did have. They supported the poll. It was only one person, I believe, that said yes to the
That probably
question.
was Dana from the bushes. Yeah, probably was
I don't
Dana.
know.
Y'all
I
gotta
don't know
hit
who
the
the
like button. Is my thing right?
word.
It's only 5 likes.
No, your shit is wrong, mommy. He's already at like 20
okay.
something likes.
I'm at
Okay, because
25.
I see 5. I'm like, wait a minute now.
Nah, I was
Nah,
asking
but
for
no,
more
they
likes because we had at least 30 people
nah,
in the
but no,
chat.
it is.
So the 5 non-likes, that means those are the other side.
Listen, I don't even know why they.
People on the
I don't
other
know why they
side.
can't hit the like button either. Because I don't. The problem is mostly him. But then they the problem too, and you enable the lies, and you lie. I know they lying. So I guess, hey, it is what it is with that. Truth said JC and TH was 14 at the time. Like, god damn.
Right, that's what I'm saying. All these girls, that's what I'm saying. And that other girl, Juice, I believe she was like 16 or 15 years old when she met Rob.
Wow. It says, yep, they say first thing they say is separate the man from the music and try to justify his actions with every. Hey, my sister right on that one too. Shit.
Right on that. Hell yeah.
Like it be shit like that.
That's the problem. A lot of people don't want to separate him. They just want to see the star. They don't want to see the man for who he is. They just see that the star can't do no wrong. So what? He's sexually active. Who cares? The girls wanted him, and that's what they wanted. Yes, the girls may have wanted him, but they did not want to be abused. When they got into that shit, they didn't think
care.
They
teenagers. He's an adult.
To be urinated on. They didn't think they were gonna have to be eating shit. They didn't think they would have to be starved. They didn't think that they would have to follow rules, but they did what they were told because they wanted to be in his presence. It's what happens naturally. Yes, we understand that. But at the end of the day, this man was a monster and mistreated all these little girls. And they were minors. It's not like they were women. Even if they were women, that would still be horrible. Who treats women that way?
But and they fail to realize like minors can't consent. So I don't.
You're not peeing on me, David. Get the fuck out of here.
Listen, no matter how
minors can't consent, no matter how old they are, they cannot consent.
Right. It doesn't matter if they say yes, take me right now. That shit does not matter because you being the adult, being over the 5-year mark from a child, she cannot consent to sex regardless by law. Even if she said, come and eat my pussy right now, nigga.
Oh my
you
God.
should not be taking the bait.
Diva.
You're a horny ass pervert who can't.
I try to say it nice. Diva just come out with it straight. I'm trying to
straight
put it
up right now. Word up.
Diva just
That's
put
just
that
what
shit
it
straight
is.
out there.
Right.
Diva. Wow.
You already know me, fat boy. Ya tu sabes. I have no.
Fat boy, don't
filter.
act like
I
your
don't know
mouth
how
any
to talk.
different.
I don't
Cause
know how
your
to
mouth
talk.
the same way sometimes.
True.
Yeah, you
Gotta
right.
teach me etiquette.
Listen,
You heard
started
David?
trying
He
to
said
have
Michael
etiquette.
Jackson touched me. Ave Maria.
man.
no.
Look. Oh my God.
Should I be trying to have etiquette?
I'm trying to. I'm trying.
How could you? You know what? Any etiquette that anybody has will go out the window in this damn sector for real.
Yeah, that's true. But
Because they
why?
don't understand that. They don't understand
why-
you when you speak a certain way.
But I don't want to seem like I'm bashing the age group. But remember we had that discussion about that age group. The range I told you, the range I gave you to the lost people. You don't notice
Right.
all of them in that age group. Ain't
They
me
are.
and my sister were 2 years apart. We don't think the way you know what I'm saying. These people think like it's not going to resonate with people a certain age because we don't get it. You know what I'm saying? We like this nigga
Right.
just pissed on a child. We like get him the fuck up out of here.
And not all of the girls were looking for careers because not all of them were looking for careers.
And everybody parent ain't get no money. So I don't understand the argument with the savages because I'm like, when did the savages receive money?
Right.
They didn't. Just like Tim ain't put her on the stage. They got
Right.
got
and they
these
keep getting that
stories so
story
mixed
confused.
up.
I'm tired of that. They keep
Right.
getting that story confused. They keep
They
getting
got
those
that all
stories
messed up.
confused.
They love giving
Tim
that.
had nothing to do with his daughter at a concert at all. At all. Yes, Joy went on her own with her friends to a concert and met R. Kelly and got his number. That's what happened. She never got on stage. That's not the right girl. Wrong child. Azriel is the one who got on the stage. They keep confusing the stories.
No, but I don't think they're doing it on purpose. Because you got to think, you got a wave of the supporters pretty much low key back in Angelo's story, and you got the other supporters which I'm gonna actually say they're more supportive in a different way because they like fuck both of them. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we got different supporters out here.
yeah, so it's like if you get I'm gonna be honest with you, you don't have to be cool with Tim, but you ain't got to bash Tim because Tim ain't. Why would he need to receive money for a grown child? You know, and
Right.
and it's like you think about it, like you're talking about that man, the other guy's child. You're not talking about Angelo. I mean, like you're talking about Tim's son. You know, they child. They
Tim.
hate Tim. They hate Tim and his wife with a passion. I'm saying here like
That's
wow,
because he's the one who started all of this.
Like,
that's why, because he's the one who got all this started. He's the one who came out and told the world that his daughter was being abused by R. Kelly, and R. Kelly had a bunch of other young girls living with him being abused as well. It wasn't just one girl, it was a whole cult.
Right. So
That's because that's because Ashanti went and told them, so they reacted. What would you do as a parent if Ashanti came to you and said, "Hey, you know, I lived in the house with your daughter, and this is what's going down"? You gonna go check that out, and then now you can't get in touch.
I got her book.
And you see
I'm gonna read her book
of her being secluded. Come on now.
I haven't read her book. I got her book. I want to read her book.
I haven't read her book either.
Yeah, I want to read her book. I got her book. I haven't read her book yet, but I definitely want to read her book. But because I want to hear her side of the story of how it started to where she decided to just get up, leave, and say something and get contact with the parents and this, that, and the third. I want to hear her full side of that. Because I believe she did explain it on the interview, but I don't even remember. And I don't know where to find that damn interview. Wow. So
did y'all read TBM comment?
RSK thought he had the best of both worlds, adults/kids and R&B Kang and underage girls' voice. He did. That's why he loved that best of both worlds. Because he had the best of both worlds. He had boys and girls. And then he had
that make me think of what
girls, kids,
I thought Best
and
of Both
adults.
Worlds was about hip hop and R&B. Now I'm like, was it kids and adults? I don't know. Like that shit make you think.
Right, he wants to be called a king, but not a pedophile. Right,
and R&B.
When he was both of them at the same time, sicko.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the king of pedophiles, right?
Man, this shit is crazy as hell. Yeah. All the way around. It's just crazy.
Right. Not all of the girls, mommy, because Geronda Pace wasn't looking for anything in the music career. Pauline wasn't looking for anything in the music career. Nia wasn't looking for anything for the music career either. None of those girls were. Not all of them were looking for music careers. Haley Calhoun wasn't looking for a music career.
They wasn't. That's what I'm saying. All of them didn't have the same intentions. That's
not all the girls. No, not all of them had the same intentions. They just wanted to be with him. That's all it was. Some of them just wanted to be with him. Some of them wanted to become stars. And he knew exactly what to do to get those girls where he wanted them by persuading them and coercing them and enticing him, whether it was with money, whether it was with the career, whether it was with their love, whether it was with his charm. He did it. He's a narcissist, period.
Well, he did the same thing with men. Because that's why he still had Lewis and Richard Arline still around, because he met them as teenagers, promising them music careers.
Lewis and Alex.
He had, well, Alex, Arline, whatever. Which one of them
Arline
was
is Lewis.
Okay, so Lewis and Arline and Alex, he still had them around. And Deny, his ass been around forever, still waiting on his music career, trying to have his demo tape played in court.
Right.
So he played with them men careers too.
And I was thinking about I read Geronda Pace's book, and she spoke about Bubba. And Bubba at the time when she met him had his own tattoo shop. How old was he when he started fucking Geronda Pace?
I don't know.
He was an abuser as well.
He upgraded.
He was a pedophile
too. Did you see his new tattoo
What's up,
shop?
SpongeBob?
He got a state-of-the-art one now.
I saw a picture of him.
He did a tour.
Yeah,
he did a tour of it on YouTube, not YouTube, on Instagram. He did a tour of his shop. I'm like, oh my God.
Yes.
He couldn't be in court.
R. Kelly must have gave him some money.
You could tell. You could tell he got some money. With that shot, he got some money.
Nah, when I get struck for playing
Hi,
that Tasha K,
SpongeBob.
because you remember how they come up with Larry talking about he got these emails, and then Tasha K said who she sent that information to.
She said she sent it to Angelo, and that's the only person she said she sent it to was Angelo. That's
We
it.
got the clip. Well, you say she'll take me down, dude, right?
She took down the video
Yes.
of the enablers that's mentioned in the motion because I went looking for it and it's not up. It's down.
No,
She
he's
took
saying
that
if
video
he
down.
plays it, will she strike him? I don't know about the audio, but if you play the video, I know she's gonna strike you for sure.
All right, I'm gonna
No,
look for the audio.
Yeah, I would play the audio. I would not play her video.
Because I remember her saying she gave stuff to the parents, but I thought she said both sets of parents she gave stuff
No,
to.
she made a video where she said I gave it to Angelo specifically. She was in a car. She had
Yeah, she did say
on a
that, but
green
then she
shirt with a
said,
black blazer.
yeah, she
She was
did
in the
say
car
that,
when
but
she
I
was saying
remember
that.
her
She was
coming
saying it
back
was
saying she gave it
Angelo.
to both
Period.
parents.
Angelo.
She did mention his name, but she came
Mhm.
back and she said she gave it to both sets of parents.
Mhm. Well, we know that she's probably
But
lying.
even if she did, what would
Hey,
how would Tim get it to Azriel? That don't make
Who
hey,
sense.
honey.
cares anyway? His personal
honey.
shit doesn't matter. His
Even
personal emails like that does not matter.
What's up, Sean?
That is not
but
something that is a violation.
SpongeBob still here?
Yes, SpongeBob's here,
SpongeBob,
baby.
question. Isn't there certain things that are not considered attorney-client privilege, even if it's a conversation with your lawyer, or is everything considered? Because I've seen shows where they say, "Oh, that's not covered by attorney-client privilege."
No, I'm going to explain to you. The only thing that would be off limits is his personal information, his phone number, his social security number, his address, his relatives, their phone numbers,
Yeah,
their
that's like
addresses,
the
things of
protected
that
information.
nature.
Yeah.
Things of that nature, which is your personal information, is labeled
Yeah.
as unclassified. Let me look it up because this is what I wanted to talk
I
about
know
on
about
the channel because
PHI and PII. I'm talking
right.
about attorney-client privilege. Is everything that you talk to, like in every conversation that you have with your lawyer, is that covered, or are certain things not covered
everything,
under? Because I
not
always was told that
everything, because
everything is not covered by
let me
attorney-client privilege.
wait. I had put up a post about it. Let me.
Hi, Dr. Bree. Hi,
I
honey.
had put up a post about it. Hold on. Let me go to my.
Because I was told like just
I'm gonna
because
show you
it's
right
a
now, mommy.
lawyer,
Look,
it may not be covered.
I'm gonna read it right here.
No, I was wondering can SpongeBob click the link? You know what I'm saying, to explain it, because
Yeah, I wanted him
I
to.
love having lawyers and stuff on here.
Is he still here? I thought I
He's
saw
in the
him.
bushes
SpongeBob, you
somewhere.
here? That boy,
He's
you
in the
gotta
bush.
drop the link because I don't even see the link in the chat no more.
I got you.
Yeah, I don't see it. My thing don't go back that far.
All right, look here. It talks about a blind spot in attorney-client confidentiality, prison emails, okay, that may soon be protected. May soon be protected. So here it says that attorney-client privilege is fundamental to ensuring fairness in the justice system because lawyers rely on the candor of their clients in representing their best interests under the law. Almost all forms of communications between lawyers and their clients are right. Almost.
So almost. So not
forms.
all.
Not all. Almost all forms of communication
Because it tells us
between
what the
lawyers,
exception is.
right, and their clients are shielded by the privilege. But if the client is a federal prisoner using email, clients are essentially required to waive the privilege if they want to use the computer system. So any mail that R. Kelly is using in jail through the email system, if the client is a federal prisoner using email, clients are essentially required to waive the privilege if they want to use the computer system. Some members of Congress now want this to change. So since 2005, the only way that prisoners could send or receive email messages within the Federal Bureau of Prisons, the BOP, facilities is if they agree that their messages with lawyers are not confidential. Consequently, such legal emails are regularly read and shared with law enforcement and prosecutors. While such a waiver is not required for other forms of communication, prisoners routinely consent to this monitoring so they can continue to use the BOP email system for the same reasons we all want to access to other email systems. Email is fast and expensive, and the sender and recipient do not have to be available at the same time, which is important if one person's schedule is heavily regimented with limited access to a computer.
Welcome to the panel, SpongeBob. Welcome to the panel.
Yeah,
Oh,
thanks.
he made it.
Hi,
You're asking
baby.
about
Oh,
the
I was
attorney
just.
client.
Can you explain the crime fraud exception? I was reading about the exceptions. It's not that many of them, but it was like
Well,
for
if you
I don't
use
know
the
for
lawyers,
dictionary duty.
well,
Go
if
ahead.
you try to use a lawyer's services to commit a crime or fraud, then that's not covered by the privilege. Also, if they talk about a future crime they're going to commit, the client,
Right.
that's not covered. But if it's a past crime, that's covered. So
Oh, you said a past crime is covered, but if they talk about something they're going to do in the
yeah,
future, that's not covered. Okay.
yeah, because then at that point you're almost like a co-conspirator if they're telling you I'm going to go kill this person, or you're
Okay.
aiding and abetting if you're not ratting them out. So, but I mean the privilege is really broad though. Otherwise, like
Yeah,
I mean,
I thought the
like
first
it's
one it said death or something.
like anything that's considered confidential, which is almost everything, is covered by the
Right, they said
privilege.
almost everything.
Yeah, like
Right.
almost everything. Like,
Yeah,
They
that's what
said
it said.
almost all.
but
Almost
basically,
everything.
if you're trying to use the lawyer's services to commit a crime, or you're telling your lawyer, I'm going to go kill this person, and you know what I mean? And, or there's also an exception where if the state bar requests a lawyer to talk about certain things involving a client, then they have to divulge it. Or if a court finds that the privilege has been waived for some reason, then they have to divulge stuff. But I mean, it's very, very hard to overcome the privilege as a general
That's what
matter.
Yeah, well, you know, they're
What is
seeking,
fiduciary
they're
duty?
trying to seek change in that.
What is
Because
that?
they're saying they're trying to seek change to that.
Who?
Because they're saying that it's not just the prisoners and their lawyers that are seeking change to the BOP email system. Some of the BOP personnel as well welcome the change too to monitoring legal emails. They're saying that it's time and resource intensive, and that their mission is the security and the safety of the BOP staff and those that are in custody.
What I'm confused. What does the BOP have to do with the privilege, attorney-client privilege?
Because they're saying with the emails and the confidentiality.
What about them?
That the
I think
prisoners
Diva
have
and
to
I
waive
Diva and I
the
were
prison.
going for two different angles.
You
Diva was talking about the emails. I was
between
talking
the
about
emails between an attorney and a client?
Yes.
Yeah, they're privileged.
Not all of it, it says. Almost all of it.
What at the BOP? You mean?
Yeah, I was just reading it right now.
Like what? Like what would not be? Are you considered maybe because you're considered waiving the privilege in part by?
Yes, because he has to waive his privilege.
Yeah.
It says because they have to. The clients are essentially required to waive the privilege if they want to use the computer system.
Oh, okay. Well, there
But
you
some
go.
of the members of
Well,
Congress want to change this.
and is that bad? I don't know. I mean, I don't have a
No,
feeling
I
one way.
mean I think that's good. I mean
I
because
don't
it
have a feeling
covers
one way or another.
it covers privacy more, better. You know what I mean? So that in R. Kelly's case right now, something gets out, something so small, there really could be some big punishment besides just the person being punished, suspended or terminated. You know,
What do you mean?
because they went through his personal stuff instead of opposed to the lawyer privilege stuff. You know what I mean? But they're also saying here that a lot of the stuff, not all of the lawyer client privilege is protected only because of the email system and the way they got it set up. Because the client has to waive his rights because the BOP officers will be monitoring the emails that go through.
So they're
is
waiving the
that why they
privilege or
have that
not?
scrolling across the bottom?
Are they waiving the privilege or not, or only partially? I'm confused.
Okay, let me read this again. The name of the article is called A Blind Spot in Attorney-Client Confidentiality. Prison emails may soon be protected. So, as we all know, the attorney-client privilege is fundamental to ensuring fairness in the justice system, right? Because lawyers rely on the candor of their client in representing their best interest under the law. So, almost all forms of communications between lawyers and their clients are shielded by the privilege. But if the client is a federal prisoner using email, clients are essentially required to waive the privilege if they want to use the computer system. And since 2005, the only way that prisoners could send or receive email messages within the Federal Bureau of Prisons facilities is if they agree that their messages with lawyers are not confidential. So consequently, such legal emails are regularly read and shared with law enforcement and prosecutors.
So
While
they trying to
such
change
a
that.
waiver,
That's messed up, in my opinion.
right? So
I
this is
don't like
something
that
that
either.
Congress wants
You
to
should
change.
be able to email your lawyer and not have to worry about
Yeah.
the
So
people
now it's
reading
saying,
that shit.
right, it's saying that consequently, such legal emails are regularly read and shared with law enforcement and prosecutors. While such a waiver is not required for other forms of communication, prisoners routinely consent to this monitoring so they can continue to use the BOP email system for the same reasons we all want to access other email systems. Emails fast and expensive, and the sender and recipient do not have to be available at the same time, which is important if one person's schedule is heavily regimented with limited access to a computer. Now, by eliminating such an important and preferred means of communicating with their lawyers, BOP's practice raised concerns over both the federal prisoners' Sixth Amendment rights and the method for obtaining prisoner waiver of confidentiality in the first place. So even for inmates who understand the waiver, they may not understand that some information they share is sensitive to their case until their attorney lets them know. So it's not just prisoners and their lawyers seeking change to the BOP email system. Some BOP personnel would welcome the change too. Monitoring legal email is time and resource intensive in a facility whose mission is the security and safety of BOP staff and those in their custody. Time spent monitoring legal messages could be better spent on managing inmate activities and providing direct support to security personnel. So also when people can communicate with their lawyers through unmonitored email, it reduces the time that the BOP staff must spend on moving prisoners to manage an increased number of in-person lawyer meetings or phone calls, both of which are already protected by the privilege. So in-person lawyer meetings or phone calls are more protected than the email system.
That's weird.
Right? This is what I'm reading right now.
That's not how it is outside of the BOP, you know. You email your lawyer outside of the BOP. It's privileged.
Well, within the BOP system of the email system, not for the email system, it's not. And then it says here to finally protect
I don't
attorney.
agree with that, but okay.
I don't either.
I mean, I don't agree. I don't agree. I mean, I'm not saying that's not the law, but I'm saying
they should make this change. That's what they
Right.
want
To
changed. They
that.
want this shit
Yeah,
changed.
that's what it is. They're trying to change it. I
Yeah,
think
they're
that
trying to
should change.
change it.
On the other
It
hand,
says-
if this
Let me finish reading the last little conclusion of it.
guy's sorry, I got a call and it interrupted
it's okay,
shit. I don't
puppy.
know. On the other hand, if this guy's whining about like stuff his girlfriends see that isn't protected by the attorney-client privilege in any case,
right?
So they
I don't
lose.
feel
They
I don't
lose
feel
again.
bad for him.
They lose again.
What is?
They lose again.
Yeah. I
Do y'all remember
I
when
mean,
when they
if
had
it's
that
an
Curcio
attorney
hearing?
communication, then I feel bad for him. What?
Do you remember when they had the Curcio hearing? Was that related
Oh, about
to
the council, about the because he
right?
wanted
Is
to get
that
rid of
what
his council.
what? No, because they wanted him to get rid of the council because there was some kind of conflict with Azriel and them when she was
Oh, I
giving
don't know.
advice to both parties. Is that what wait, I'm saying it wrong. Fiduciary duty is? Is that what that is?
Fiduciary duty.
No.
Yeah.
The judiciary hearing
Of-
officer is an actual
No,
officer who
not an
works with the
officer. Not an officer. Not no. It says it's
A
F
fiduciary
as in
duty is
Frank. Right. That.
any duty someone has by law to maintain confidence, integrity, and to perform something.
Right. They're the ones
So,
who wind up doing hearings inside
like your
the
accountant,
BOP.
your lawyer, they all have a fiduciary duty to you.
So is that why the
Um,
Curcio hearing was done? Because she was
I
trying to
don't,
be Azriel's lawyer and his lawyer?
No, what happened was
but I have no idea because I didn't read that paperwork, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I read only limited paperwork for these trials. Before the
I'm
trials,
just
I
trying
read
to
all the
find what would
motions
be
and
an
all that shit.
example of
I
that.
just was trying to save money on Pacer. I was spending so much fucking money on Pacer.
Because that's
Like,
an
what the fuck am I
example
doing?
of that's an exception to attorney-client privilege. So I was trying to figure
What
out
is?
if that
Wait, what's an
what
exception?
what you just said
What?
fiduciary duty.
Fiduciary
It was
duty?
listed.
How would that be an exception?
Exception.
What
I
do you
don't
mean?
know. I googled it and it said it was an exception. That's
If,
why that was my question. I wanted to
if,
know how.
in what context?
Okay, let me
I
go back
mean,
to it.
fiduciary duty means you
It
owe a
says some
duty of
examples of it
confidentiality.
is including duties of undivided loyalty, due diligence, and reasonable care, full disclosure of any conflicts of interest, and confidentiality. While a fiduciary duty may be violated accidentally, it is still a breach of ethics. So I'm trying to figure
Yeah,
out because
it's a breach of
that
ethics. Has nothing to
but
do
it
with
says that
the attorney-client
it says that
privilege.
it's listed as being one of the things that
Well,
is an exception.
I guess if your client files a case against you saying you've breached a fiduciary duty, then in order to provide a defense, you're going to
okay.
have to disclose confidential communications. So I guess that's the exception they're talking about, because then you'd have no other way to defend
That would
yourself
make sense.
besides disclosing
Besides
privileged
revealing it,
information.
right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, can
maybe
I
that's
ask
what they mean. I don't know.
Warrior, can I ask you a question? You got an iPhone?
Mm-mm.
SpongeBob, you got an iPhone?
Why?
Yes.
How do you clear out the iCloud? How you clear out your iCloud storage?
I have no fucking. I don't know.
You know, because I got.
I've never done that. I've never tried to do that. I don't know.
I'm trying to clear my
What you
iCloud
trying to
storage.
hide? What you trying to hide? Last time I heard somebody ask that on live, they was trying to hide something.
I know that's why
All
I
the
asked.
porn, I guess. Too much porn.
Nah,
The cloud's full of porn
one
now.
of R. Kelly people was trying to get some text messages out their iCloud because they ain't want to be called by the feds. So that's the last time I heard it.
That's
That's
why
why I'm
I
like,
asked.
what you trying to hide, fat
Well,
boy?
it's kind of like sometimes I have to clear my browser if I've looked at porn, and my wife is gonna, maybe look at my history, right? So
Nah,
it's the same thing.
as long as you ain't watching whatever you're into, man, you into it, But if you're trying to keep it to yourself, man, just
Well, sometimes the wife is not available, and it's adult porn, of course.
I would hope they don't have no other kind out there.
Well,
Right, I would hope so too.
I know.
I would hope not.
I don't know. I don't know. Some people think pissing on 15-year-olds on cameras, that's adult porn.
Well, no. I'm a conventional person.
We in the only sector. Well, I'll take that back. I'm gonna say this about this woman, but at least she waited for the girl to take a shower before eating a booty. And we got some people in this sector. Some people in this sector will eat all day ass, and they support. Well, eat ass.
No, I'm not. Yeah,
I thought it couldn't get no worse.
I don't know. I'm traditional.
Rather touch a fresh ass than a day old ass and fresh out of school ass. You know what I mean? Yeah.
When they played that video on live where Dana was eating that girl ass, I'm like, I can't believe that this is happening.
Oh God.
And I'm like, why does anybody on the internet got a video of you eating somebody else's ass at a fucking R. Kelly court date? Like, you went to the R. Kelly court date and you end up eating ass. How do you end up going to court and then you end up eating ass? Like where does that go at? How does that happen? Yeah, I went to R. Kelly court date, man, and I ate ass. Like, what happened in the case? I don't know, but I ate ass.
So
how does that happen?
How'd that conversation go? After the court, girl, I'll eat you from the booty to the booty. Come up here.
No wonder everybody wanted. No wonder Hollywood and all them wanted Dana to come to the court date.
Yeah, the secret is hot.
God.
He done cleared out a couple people.
Okay, well,
this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I was once talking to this, with crypto traders and some, what the fuck do you call that? Discord.
Yeah.
And yeah, this guy's like, I met a girl off of some app with, I don't know, at Tinder, I think. I don't know. Tinder wasn't around when the last time I dated, so I don't know. But he met her off this Tinder app, and she came over, and that's what she wanted to do. She ate his ass out while he was still
Oh no.
while he was still trying to talk about crypto with everybody. So I'm
What
just
the
like,
fuck is
holy
going
shit.
on? People meeting
Yeah.
on apps eating ass. Well, they met
Yeah,
on
well, I
Facebook and
mean,
ate
whatever
ass,
they're
so I
into,
don't
you
know.
know, I mean, they're adults, I guess, if they're consenting
Yeah,
adults,
how
then
that look? I'm
whatever.
trying to get on YouTube.
Not definitely not my thing, man.
No, hey man, if you want
But
your ass ate, man, like I told you, I don't know a dignified way to do it because either you got to throw your legs back or you got to bend over, you know. So, but if you can explain to me, because it takes a strong woman to want to eat a man ass standing up.
A
While you
strong
standing up.
woman.
I
It's
don't
take a strong woman to want to eat a meat ass. Period.
listen.
I ain't there. I ain't gonna ever be there. I can't do that.
Well, at least
I
she did
can't.
it fresh
That's
out
a
the shower.
man.
It was a clean ass. You
I
know,
don't care. I'm not attracted to ass.
like you ever. I wonder do
I'm
their
just
mouth
not.
get watery when they see the booty hole.
I don't even know if this guy's
You know
ass
what?
was clean because he had been trading crypto for hours, so he was probably
Oh
sitting at the
no.
computer. So she probably
Oh
ate
no.
an
He had a
unclean
sweaty ass.
ass.
Now, dude, you gotta. Is it?
Oh
Do they,
no.
now, do they put the tongue in the ass or do they lick around the ass? Because it's a rim job.
Look. Mm-mm.
I don't remember. Maybe like he shared those details, but I'm out of trauma. Like my brain has forgotten them.
But when he get judged for sitting there
He's a
doing it though, would you feel comfortable serving up hot ass? I don't think I want somebody to try to touch my ass if I just came from outside. I'm just
But you know
saying.
what? I don't know. I don't know straight men who play about their ass. Like they don't want nobody touching their ass.
Right.
I don't know, but let them tell it. Shoot. I played the clip last time. I think SpongeBob was here with the dude with the belly and the ass, but I
Yeah,
just don't.
but that's a different lifestyle going on there.
Yeah, but
They gay
once you
for
go to
jail time. They wait, what they call it? Gay for stay. That's what they call
gay
that.
for
They gay
state,
for stay.
yeah. Now,
That's what
now,
they call it.
now, when Kels had the man crawl up to him, was he just gay part time, or was he just?
No, he crawled up to the kid.
Yeah, but was he being gay part time?
Who, Kels?
Yeah.
He bisexual. I don't know what he is. He's just
Is that
I don't
possible?
know.
I don't know.
I don't know. They say he was gay part time. I don't know.
You can't
They
be
say it
gay
never
part time.
happened.
He bisexual.
He said it never
No,
happened.
he
Well,
crawled up.
everybody said it never happened. I'm gonna let it go.
I
Everybody said it
don't
never
know.
happened. But my whole thing is
Well,
he ain't never denied.
his lawyer didn't say it didn't happen. Why didn't his
Yeah,
lawyer, when Lewis testified to that, why didn't he say, isn't that a lie? He didn't even go against it.
now if the girl we was playing earlier, the dude, she shot her husband back in the head. Now if he gave her all kind of venereal diseases and shit, and you know, did a whole bunch of things, then she might have sepsis. I don't know. I don't know. I don't
He
know.
wouldn't be no self-defense. He was not harming her in that moment. Bullshit. I don't care. She probably done been got pills and shots and transfusions and shit for them diseases. Okay. He was not harming her at that time. There was no need for her to shoot that man. And she need to go to jail. I don't care.
Like, she might have. It's different. You go to the
There
doctor
was no need.
and you get a little shot for you get the shot that you got to stop humping for a couple of days. But you got to go to the doctor and you got that internal bumpity bump or that one
I
you
don't
just
care what she got.
you
I don't
know.
care what she got.
I
In
heard
that
people
moment,
break
they were arguing about fixing the kids some damn food. And let me tell you, nowadays they talk about diseases like it's okay. I remember when I was a teenager and in my 20s, man, if you got VD, or that's what they used to call it back then, if you got like a venereal disease or a STD, it was like that was an embarrassing moment. Now they be like, oh yeah, I gotta go to the clinic. man, you ain't supposed to be telling nobody that shit. That was like an embarrassment to get, to say you had back then people used to get like gonorrhea, chlamydia. Now they getting a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah,
It's
man.
a lot
Listen,
of it, and it's everywhere. They done changed the whole name. Now they got STDs and STIs.
God
I
damn.
ain't know
What's the
about I
difference?
I'm
don't know.
I'm glad
I
I'm out
guess
of
the
I'm glad I'm
infections
out
you
of
could get rid
commission.
of and the diseases you can't. Me too.
I'm glad I'm out of
Me too,
circulation.
SpongeBob.
Fuck
Me
all that
too.
shit.
Because there's a bunch of shit out there.
Look, man. I don't know, man. It's just you got to
Y'all
pick a
better wrap
struggle.
it up.
You got to pick a struggle, man. I don't know. I'm lost for words, Warrior. I don't know about today. Definitely in our sector and what's going on. I don't know. We done seen it all.
I'm sorry, Mertice.
We seen
I'm
it all.
sorry.
From ass eating to chicks with no ass twerking on niggas. I just we done seen it all. So
This is ridiculous. It is. It is.
Can't believe I'm 45. Can't believe I'm 45 tomorrow. 40. Oh, fuck.
45. Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
That's what's up. I was
Tomorrow.
46 in
Tomorrow.
June. That's
Listen,
what's
you don't hear
up,
from me the
Sponge.
rest of the day.
Birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, SpongeBob.
No, it's tomorrow, but thanks. Close enough.
Yes, tomorrow.
Now, Diva, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
And you gonna answer it truthfully. Warrior ain't gonna answer it. Because an old man told me if you go past the pinky, you got to question his sexuality.
Huh?
Let's think about that.
Past the if you stick you talking about the pinky in the booty.
Yeah.
I don't think no man. I ain't never had no man want nothing in his ass.
All I
before.
got to
just
say
haven't
then,
came across them.
these niggas been gay then. These niggas been, man, look, I know a blogger online who said he got his ass ate at 16.
All right. Congratulations.
And then you know what else he said? He said he could fuck my bitch. Okay. Okay.
I know a blogger online that said that they lost their virginity at 8.
Wow, that's
And I said you got mad at me because I said you were
9.
molested.
Yeah, that sounds
I'm like,
like
you were
that's molestation, right?
Like, I
Right.
thought it
And they
was
said they
losing
wasn't
my
molested.
virginity, but it really wasn't. I was molested. I was abused.
Yeah, I
I
said you
didn't
were
realize. I thought
molested.
it
He
was
said he was 8.
okay. I didn't think what I did was wrong. I didn't think what was happening was wrong. I didn't. I was 9 years old. I was doing what I was told.
It's my I know a couple bloggers. I don't see nothing wrong with a lot of things. I know a lot of men, a
No,
lot of
they
bloggers.
still hold this day. They say they weren't molested. They said that they enjoyed it and they're proud of it. And they said that they were 8.
I know a blogger who
I
didn't
don't
even
even
threaten.
know.
Who didn't even threaten to sleep with a girl and put it in her vagina. He just wanted to fuck him in the ass. I know a blogger who just want that.
Let me ask the ladies in the chat. How many of y'all had a guy tell y'all, let me just put the head in?
Oh my God.
What the heck is that about?
Tears.
That's just, just to try to get to home base without getting a home base. They're like, okay, well, listen, it's just a little bit. That doesn't really mean we're having sex. I just want to feel the wetness.
Nope.
Yeah, they just want to feel the wetness.
Right.
Now, Warrior,
That's
don't
why
go
it's
too
about
far
sex.
because I'm going to end it live like I did last time. Here.
Oh.
Nope, we stopping right here.
That boy with your nasty ass.
No, I'm not. No, because I'm triggered. And
why are you triggered?
Why am I triggered?
Flawless in here. Oh,
Why
no.
am I triggered?
Why are you triggered?
He's terrified.
No,
He's
okay. No, because I was saying, but
okay.
You're terrified of a lady lifting
New
your legs
topic.
up? Is that what it is? You terrified of a woman lifting your legs up and telling you to spread them?
Can you imagine her told me to lift my legs up? And
then go up in you, nigga. Like lick the balls and the ass crack and stick the finger in and all that shit.
No, that's
Wait,
not.
why would you why would anyone? Why would you want to ask? Can I just put the tip in? Because if she says yes, you're not getting the.
No,
you're not really getting what you want. You know, like
no, but
You're gonna get the tip
it's like
and
it's
more.
like a strip
If she
club with
says yes,
lap dances.
Listen,
It's not the full thing.
listen. Soon as she let that part go
It's a
in,
trick.
Tease.
it's a
oh my
trick.
God, my baby Flawless is in the building, guys. Oh
I know
my
that's what I said.
God.
Oh no, Flawless.
We
That's
cannot
what
be
I said.
talking
Oh
like
my God, Flawless
Flawless.
in here.
But cover your ears, mama. I love you.
My sister said the gooch. No, there ain't no gooch when you got your legs in the air. You don't need that. She can touch the gooch with your legs down.
She said the gooch.
You can touch the gooch with the legs down, but when you reach down there and you throw them legs back, and
I don't
everything
want no
is
man throwing. A man
David,
better not
I
throw
got
his
a
legs
question
back
for
on me.
David.
What the fuck?
David,
your legs to the world.
He throw his
David, wait a
legs
minute,
back. We
wait,
got a
guys.
problem.
David, I don't know nothing. David,
He started throwing his
if I
legs back.
threw
We
your
got some
legs
issues.
up in the air, would you be okay with it, or would you be nervous?
Yeah, baby.
Oh, you see,
Oh
You know
no.
what? No, oh, David,
Mm-mm.
no.
David would
Mm-mm.
love it if I
He
threw his legs in the air and go slipper slobber and get some
That
groceries.
shit won't happen because my niggas can't go up.
He said it would never happen because his legs can't go up.
Oh,
mm-mm.
oh my
Mm-mm. I don't want
Oh,
no
no.
man throwing his legs up in the air. Something's wrong
He
with that
can't
picture
do it.
for
He
me.
can't do it. He got back
I don't
problems.
think, Warrior, I ain't stretched
It
properly
would
since
never
high school.
happen.
You said you ain't stretched properly since high school.
Yeah, you know, you doing all them stretches and football practice and track practice.
I
And
don't care if you stretch or not. You throw your leg up on me, you ain't getting none. I mean
I
that
don't
because
even,
I'm starting to question
I
what's
don't even
going
like
on
to
with
drop
you.
it
You
down
got
like
something to
that.
tell me?
I ain't working on no
Drop it
squat.
down. Where you dropping it?
I
That's
ain't,
my job to be dropping down. Where
I
you
ain't
going?
doing no squats. You ain't finna be like, hey, can I just stretch you out a little bit? Nah, I keep my leg down.
Stretch you out. Oh no, no, no.
All right, puppy, let me lick your
Mm-mm.
balls. Come
No,
on.
no, no, no. You know what, D?
You wouldn't want me to lick your balls?
No,
What?
no, nobody licking
Nah,
nobody.
it ain't nothing wrong with that though. That I
No,
could go for.
Like,
But
can
no,
we be in a
I ain't
69 and
licking
I
no
can lick your
ass.
balls?
this is a
And your
family.
legs will be in the air? I'm confused. Like, what? Can we do that?
Nope.
Because I'm a
That boy,
short
you ain't
person, and if
really
you're
with it.
tall,
You
your
know
legs is
why? You
gonna be in
know
the air
why?
because I gotta reach.
I like good old
I know
missionary.
why.
Good
No,
old
you know
missionary.
why you can't go all I know why Fat Boy can't go all the way. I ain't gonna tell y'all. Y'all gotta listen to another live we did. Y'all find out. Listen to that last live we did a couple weeks ago about that stuff. And y'all gonna know why Fat Boy don't do the balls.
I don't care for it. I don't.
It's because of that.
Huh?
If you did what your sisters advised you to do, you'll enjoy it.
No, I'll be pressing charges.
No.
Can't be scared. You can't be scared, yo.
Mm.
Fuck.
He
I don't
said
want to
he'll be
get.
pressing charges.
My biggest fear is getting in the pool. You know, you get in the pool, Warrior,
Mhm.
and you're in the pool and you get out and all that water come down. I don't want to be like
Mhm.
having water all up in my colon and shit like that because I can't control my muscles.
David's tripping.
Something wrong with you.
If a female put her finger in me, I'm gonna feel like I need Summer's Eve. You know what I'm saying?
David is
Oh
my
no.
horny toad. He is a sexual beast. David, let them know you're a beast, David.
No.
Oh Lord, y'all about to have leaving them
He's
over there
such a
going off.
lion ass, Kenike. He's gentle. He's a fucking beast. Why you lying?
I feel like D would try to turn that man
He
out.
right, Tears. He do think too much, but we know
I ain't
what
gonna lie.
happened. Why he
David,
like
I be
that.
trying to turn you out, David. Yup.
Tears, your tricks and everything you have put out here on the internet. I'm not going to say them, but I think I've been catfished because if you and these females are doing that, fish.
Oh my!
No, you just limited for a
I just
reason,
want regular missionary. I just want to come in
He
here and
limits
just get it
himself.
over with.
That's what it is. He limits himself.
I want to
that's limited.
have 2 twin beds inside of the room, and she sleeping one and I sleep in the other one.
Why can't we
You
put the
done
two
lost
beds
it.
together? What's the problem with
There
that?
you go. Put them
why we
together.
can't put it together? Because first off, I don't think it goes like that. When she's bleeding and stuff like that, and you read the Bible, you understand.
What? What?
So if she bleeding, you
Listen, me
can't
and
hold
my
her.
husband sleep in the same damn bed, and I bleed. What?
Well, that's y'all business. See, I can't go
That
to
don't
hell
make
with
sense.
you. Diva, I love
What the
y'all,
hell does
but
that
I
mean? We're
can't
not
go
having
with you.
sex with my period, but he's sleeping next to me.
Nah, you got to
Yeah, like
sacrifice
what's
them
wrong with
sheets.
that?
You got to sacrifice them sheets and shit, man. Read
Is that
Leviticus.
really in the Bible?
What?
Read Leviticus, man.
I ain't never seen
You
it. It might be
cannot
in there. I
sleep
don't
in
know.
the
I'm not
same
a Bible
bed with.
thumper.
No. Now hold on, SpongeBob. You can't have sex with them, but to me, you lay in the bed next to them. It give you a whole, because sometimes we just, we sin. You know what I'm saying? And we be like, fuck that
Gotcha.
blood. Some people say fuck the
I
blood.
see.
They get a red card. But me, I just rather just take the whole equation out. I want to sleep on the couch while you're menstruating. I want to look when I go to heaven.
Why?
I want to look like I'm going through them pearly gate. I want to go to that. I want to get all the way there. And they be like,
No, fat boy, you done did too much bullshit. You gotta get on your knees and beg for mercy to the Lord. Like, Lord, help me, please. Don't
listen.
You
start
think
that
that's your
shit.
get out of jail free card?
Listen.
Just that.
Listen. I was taught you repent.
Thank
See,
you, Tears. You
I
see
repent
Tears
after.
comment?
Listen, I don't want to see tears coming.
You gonna repent when you see the pearly gates. Yes, that's
No,
what
I'm
you're gonna do.
repenting. Listen, on my deathbed, I'm gonna tell my kids how I truly feel about them, and I'm gonna repent, and I'm letting it out. Last gaps of air, if I can get there. That's all I want. I'm gonna tell all my kids how I feel about you.
Okay, good.
What, that you love them?
I'm gonna start off by saying that I did what I did because I love you. But if I can go back, I would have paid the $550.
Oh no. I'm gonna hurt you. You better not ever say that to them. There's something wrong with you.
Like, I don't regret you. I didn't regret you until I got to my 30s.
Why even have that
You don't
conversation?
say that to your children. What the hell is wrong?
Because I love them to death. I want them to know their dad loved them.
But you don't
I sacrificed my
You
life.
know, but that right there doesn't tell the kids that you love them.
Just
No.
be there all the time.
Hopefully they be grown. Hopefully they be grown and stuff like that, and we can cry it out in the last 2 minutes I got.
No, listen, whatever trauma you went through raising them, that's your business. You can't put that on your kids.
It's not
And you talk
it's
about
not their fault. It's my fault. I'm gonna tell them.
So why share it with them?
Because I want them to know that their dad loves
They
them.
don't need to know. You
They don't
love
need to
them.
know I love them. They don't know.
You can show them.
They don't want to know how
You
much
can
my
show
love
them.
runs deep for them.
You can show them, but you can't. You don't got to be telling them, "I sacrificed for you. I did that. I did that," because that's what you were supposed to do as their parent.
Look what they did to my body. Okay.
Look to your body, right? Okay.
Hey, look.
Not even the mom, and you talking about.
He gave birth.
I could have
He
sworn
gave
the mom
birth.
is the one that
They
gave
made
birth.
him out of
The
shape.
hell is you talking about?
The weight I put on because of you
Okay, you
children.
know why they made you out of shape? Because you made too many kids.
Look at that. Look at my belly.
You
My
made
belly
too
didn't hang
many
like
of
this.
them.
Now I got to reach off. I done put all this weight on.
That's what
I gotta
happened.
use. I gotta use
Tears,
the whole-
don't excuse SpongeBob because SpongeBob was up here talking kind of freaky and nasty himself. So you must have not heard him. He is not innocent up here.
SpongeBob is a little freak over here with his
He was nasty too.
Colombiano over there, Colombiano.
Ain't no weak guy SpongeBob up
Don't
here.
fall asleep
SpongeBob
on the
was freaky up here too.
Colombiano. What? We'll be doing some Caribbean shit on you. Stop it.
He was up here holding his own. I don't want to hear that.
It depends on my mood.
Hold on.
Sometimes I'll be sometimes I'll be innocent. Other times I'll be like I really am.
See?
You'll be submissive. You'll let your wife come and start shit off.
What did you say?
You'll be submissive and let your wife start it off.
No.
Would I let my
you don't
wife
like
do
it when
that?
a woman
Yeah.
initiates sex?
You don't like
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Hell
all right.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
get ready
great.
to
all
say.
right.
I love
was just
that
wondering.
shit.
I was like, hello.
All right, but look,
I love that.
know,
I love that
Tears,
when a woman does
Tears
that.
say she's finna go live.
She better go live?
Yes, she is.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
she
I'm
said she's
finna-
supposed to go live. She's doing something and then she's going live.
Then I want you to read this comment, Warrior.
Which one?
That one right there. It says
Oh
that.
yeah, when you talking about the Curcio hearing, when Nicole. Yeah,
No,
well,
it's
I
right
know
there.
that Nicole was what
Oh yeah. No, you reading the right one. You good. I'm
about
sorry.
Nicole. Yeah, well, it was two things. Nicole was still messing with, well, still talking to Azriel when they was represented by another lawyer, but it was also said that Nicole was actually having sex with R. Kelly. So, and Azriel supposedly revealed that, but that was sealed or closed off.
It was a letter, something in a letter that was
Right,
sealed. We weren't allowed to see
right,
it.
right,
Yeah, I remember. And it was something about a rumor that R. Kelly said, no, it's just a
right.
rumor.
She said it was, right. He claimed that it was a rumor, that it wasn't
Right.
true. That's what he told the
It wasn't
judge.
true. Right.
All right. Okay.
So this is what we're thinking in on this one.
Now my like, it's, I don't understand why that's even a rumor.
I don't know, because the bitch was dancing to R. Kelly's shaking legs in her bra. I think she did that so he could watch
Yeah,
it.
she deleted it though. She deleted it because I made her a
You did?
comment on TikTok about it, and then I went back. She had deleted the whole video.
Can we talk about
I
Levi for
should
a
have
second?
recorded it.
Can we talk about Levi for a second before I get out of here?
Why do we got to talk about his lover?
Listen, because his lover is out of control.
He been
Who's
out
his
of
lover?
That's what I was about to say.
Is Bozo?
Levi.
Who's his lover?
No, it's R. Kelly's lover.
Oh,
You
Levi
can't tell
is.
he's
He's a dick
sexually
rider.
involved with
Okay,
R.
that's what we're
Kelly.
talking about.
I. It seems like it's possible.
That passion, that sexual tension
Yeah.
up there, there is no
That
nothing.
tension that man has for that man, he loves that man.
I think the only
His lying
people
ass.
I'd fight like that for are my wife and
Oh
kids.
my God. Yeah, I see it.
There you go.
Exposed. Grown little
There you
boy
go.
Larry exposed. R. Kelly stolen email.
It's clickbait, man. Fuck that guy.
Who is that? Who
Leave
wrote
bitch
that?
for Kelly.
Bozo?
Leave bitch for Kelly.
Levi.
Oh wait, he got a what? He live?
No,
I
he's
ain't
going
going over
live.
there.
What time?
I
I'm
ain't
not
watching.
going either.
At
I ain't going over
10:30.
there because I always end up arguing with him in the chat, and then they keep blocking me or timing me out or whatever you call it. They keep
I'm
doing
sorry
it
to
over
say
and over
this.
20
again.
hours is.
If he blocking y'all, why don't y'all
No,
block
11.
him?
What time is 20
I am.
hours?
That's
20
tomorrow.
hours? No.
20. She's getting sushi. How come you're not? What about me? I want sushi.
20:30.
Right. I want that sushi.
I can't do the sushi. I can't. I tried. When I turned 30, my job had they knew I never had sushi and they had brought it for lunch. Man, they brought the one that was just like raw meat and it wasn't
Oh,
cooked
he's
sushi.
starting it at 8 o'clock.
I couldn't do that.
Sashimi?
Okay.
I don't know.
The sashimi?
It was like it was pink and it had rice underneath it. And I'm like, this shit
Yeah.
look like it need to be battered and fried. What the hell? I'm not about to eat that. And I tried I tried a little bit. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. It's just not for me. So then I found out later on that they have cooked sushi. I never tried that because I was still,
I don't
traumatized
like
from
sushi.
my first experience. I heard that the cooked sushi is good, but I don't know.
I don't like sushi. I don't like the seaweed. I don't like none of that shit. Nope.
I've never tried seaweed before.
I don't mind the avocado one,
I don't
you
do
know,
that.
with the rice and stuff. That's cool, but I don't like the seaweed. So I just can't get with it.
Isn't
No,
you
this
eat
was
seaweed or
big
something
pieces.
and it gets rid of mucus or something? Isn't that what Larry said?
Yeah, it's really good for it. Sea moss.
Sea moss.
Sea
Okay.
moss. It's gotta be sea moss.
But I thought opinionated. What the hell's his name? Trent. He said that's fucking bullshit. He said
No.
that this mucus theory is like a lie.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of
I
things like
believe it.
turmeric and ginger and salt and all these things. Like the best thing to do is some warm
Turmeric
water
is
with
good
salt
for you.
and garlic. I mean, warm
Shouldn't
water
you know?
with
You
salt
know
and
what to
gargle.
eat.
What?
Giving everyone a diet list. Diva, aren't you diabetic?
Yeah, I'm a diabetic. I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
not.
so
I'm
you,
talking
so you
about.
right, so you know what's healthy.
Well,
So
not really, because
you could give me like a meal
I'm
list,
learning.
and like
I'm
you're
learning little
you're
by
learning.
little.
Yeah, that's my problem.
I love rice, potatoes, bread, and those are the worst things
That
for
ain't
me.
good for a diet. I was gonna
I
say that's
love
not good
everything
for
that's
It's the
bad.
diabetes.
worst shit.
I
So
love
I'm
everything
trying
that's bad.
to substitute those things, with wheat bread instead, and
I
maybe
ain't trying.
having
I ain't gonna try.
a tortilla wrap instead of a sliced white bread, things like that, that might be a little bit lighter to the diet. I still eat everything I want to eat. Fuck.
Yeah, that's my problem.
I'd eat everything I want to eat for the most part. I just
I
eat
can't help
I
it,
just eat
man.
6
Fuck that shit,
times a
bro.
day as opposed to
She said I
all
get
them
the
big
Philly
meals.
rolls with smoked salmon. Okay, that
I don't
sounds
Is
know.
it?
good.
See, her food is cooked,
That
but
sounds
I've
good.
never tried.
But
I've never tried
but
my
sure,
shit was raw. It was completely raw. I'm telling you.
Hold on. Let
Yeah,
me
I
look.
don't like those raw sushis.
well, Trent is a nutritionist though,
Oh my
and
god.
so
He is.
yeah. So he was
When did he
saying
become a
like
nutritionist?
He's a
you have
fucking
to.
what?
He says you have
I
to
ain't never heard him
eat.
say he was a
You eat
nutritionist.
what you want to eat, otherwise you're gonna be hungry.
You just
And
gotta portion your
if
food.
you're hungry, you could do something. You like slip and fall and hit your head and die because you're out of it because you're hungry. You're hungry. You need to eat chicken wings and whatever the fuck else you want,
Right.
and
Whatever.
meat.
I ain't listening
And
to that.
I agree with that. I agree with
I
that.
ain't
Chicken
listening
wings.
that's
to
what he
that.
was saying. He said this in a live. I was listening to that. I'm
Mm-mm.
like, holy shit! So I can eat whatever the fuck I want. Man,
No,
Trent's
it
diet
does not
sounds
go like
good.
that.
Listen, man. I agree with Trent on this.
That's not true. Let
Listen.
me tell you, this is the best thing. This is how I maintain a nice weight. If you eat less than 45 grams of fat a day, at least 65 grams of protein, and when you eat buying your sugar, look at the sugar. If it's more than 5 grams of sugar in it, then read the ingredients. If it's listed in the first five, that means it's heavy in sugar. If it's not, then that's fine. Know the difference between good sugar and bad sugar. If you shop by that, you'll be okay. Then you don't have to
Damn.
worry about what you're eating. You can eat whatever you
But
want because you don't
it's not
shop
gonna.
that way.
But it's not gonna be what I want.
Yes, it
What if what I
can
want?
be.
What if I
Joshua needs
want
to
is
be taking a
prime?
shower now.
What if I want is prime rib with a shitload of fat that meal?
He gets
Ruby said that's what they
You
told.
want
That's
the
what they
fat on
told.
it? Then that might be all
That's
the
what they
fat you
told.
can
Yeah,
have
that's what
for
they
that
told
day.
Sharon. That's what
If
they
you
told
get up to
Sharon.
45 grams of fat a day, you could spread it out however you want, but you only get 45 of that a day.
Yeah, 45 grams. That's not that much.
No,
That's what I use.
45.
When I was in high school and I was in track and cross country, I was on a 30-gram fat. 45 is
So
not
I'm
that
saying
much.
45. Yes, it
Yeah, but
is.
that's not that much. Shit.
That's a lot.
That's deprivation all day long, you know?
That is not deprivation. That is
That
a
would have been
lot.
like when I was younger saying
And
you
listen, and
you
I'm
can
still
only date
considered.
this one race of girl and you can't date, all the
Listen,
variety.
at the doctor at 160, the doctor still called me morbidly obese, and I'm not even obese. But they say that I'm
160,
still
that's not
overweight
bad.
at 160. But
That's
I
not
still
bad.
maintain my weight by eating like that.
That's not bad.
I
I think
know I'm not. I know I'm not. I'm not bad. He want me to be 120, but I'm 130 between 120 something and 130 something. I'm almost 5'4". But my weight looks nice on me, and I'm not. I don't care. He could say what he want. I don't have any blood pressure issues. I don't have any diabetic issues. So as far as I'm concerned, he could leave me alone.
I
Yeah,
think
I am not obese.
calories don't count when you're high though. So I think you should
is that
just eat
true?
Calorie?
or
No,
more
it's
calories.
not.
Should I start
Calories
smoking
do
again?
count.
I haven't smoked in years.
Yeah, if you smoke, man,
Calories
none of
do
it
count.
matters, bro. None of it matters. Whatever you can come, it's whatever you can put down.
Let me tell you, if
Yeah.
you get that 65 grams of protein in you, you're gonna be okay because protein keeps you full.
That's
But what
true.
is that? One
You know,
cup. What is it?
when you eat your food, eat your meat first because that's your protein, and then you can eat your vegetables to get some of your vitamins, and then you're gonna have less room. You're gonna almost be full before you eat all that starch stuff.
I don't believe that word. I don't believe that.
I'm telling you, you ain't how you gonna say it? You ain't even try it.
I don't believe that because I can't eat 45 grams.
Try it.
I'm gonna eat about 16 ounces of steak.
I'm talking about
Start
the
there.
fat.
You know what I want?
It's
I
all
want them.
about the way you
I
prepare
want
it.
them tomahawk steaks Larry and Dana had. That's what I want.
Well, they look good.
Let me get one of them big motherfuckers. And
Guys, I'm gonna talk to you later. I'll see y'all later.
bye.
Okay.
Peace, everybody.
Bye.
Sears said go on a seafood diet, and Honey said she seafood and she eat it.
Nah, because listen, I don't know. What about just going to the gym, you know what I'm saying, and eating what you want? I want to be Diesel like them dudes in prison. So I'm going to eat all the carbs I can and just start lifting weights.
I think that it depends on your body, but I mean, I've taught my cousins and them that, and they maintain their weight.
Yeah,
It's
But I
hard. I mean,
shop
you
that
really
same
gotta,
way.
but you really gotta work out hard for that, man. Like
I
glycogen's
know.
hard to burn,
I
and
got
that's
it.
what. Yeah.
I don't go to the
No,
gym. I
we
walk.
gotta
I do a
we
lot
gotta
of
get
walking.
busy because when when them indictments come out for me, you, and the rest of Oco, I gotta be ready going in.
That's true. I
Yeah.
gotta get the tats. I gotta get the tats too. I got no tats.
Right. You gotta get the test. I
What the
gotta
fuck,
get
man?
shit. We
I
gotta
got
work
one.
on hiding shanks. We gotta figure where we're gonna hide our shanks at.
Yeah.
And
Oh Lord.
we gotta come up with a
Oh
lot. And
Lord.
we gotta come up with a defense fund. You know what
Are
I'm
y'all?
saying?
They are planning. They're planning the jail
Oh yeah,
stay?
they said we all going to jail. We got PPP loans. I'm like, shit, I ain't even know.
Me
I
either.
don't
You know,
know.
the funny
And we
thing
got
is, I
unemployment
actually,
claims I don't know about.
the funny thing is, I actually did get a PPP loan, but not from
I
Larry.
didn't.
I got it because at the time I had a law firm. I wasn't an employee like now, so they gave me it because I had a decrease in business because all these fucking businesses I was doing work for, they all shut down.
Right.
So they gave me a PPP loan so I could survive.
Man,
So
look.
there
But
you
they
go,
thought
Sharon
but
Winbush.
that was a
Report me, but
legitimate one.
yeah, report me for a legit PPP loan, Sharon. Do it.
Oh my God, I can't believe that. Oh my God.
But when they started going at each other and started digging in each other's background, they put up everybody's PPP loan over there. They all had, it was like either like barbershops or beauty supply stores or stuff like that. They all had barbershops and shit. And I'm like, all of y'all
They
got
made it up.
barbershops? Yeah, they made it up. All of them had them.
Wow.
All of them had barbershops. I'm like,
Tears,
wow, that is crazy.
I want to believe you, but I don't believe you. I think I can eat all the McDonald's I want if I work out 3 times a day.
And she's saying you can't, like she said, you cannot outwork a bad diet.
I
Okay.
need my wife to not be an enabler.
Right.
Because she gets me whatever the fuck I want. I mean, she's like the nicest person in the world, but she's kind of an enabler.
Like if I'm gonna die, at least I want to die full.
I say I want like fucking cheeseburgers and an In-N-Out burger and shit and double and large shake and yeah, sure. And she'll go get that
See,
shit.
my husband don't cook, so he's stuck. He don't got no choice but to eat my regimen because he don't cook. So he good. I don't know. He like I don't know. I would say he maybe like 190 to 200 pounds.
Warrior, but my thing
Oh
is,
wow,
Warrior,
that's pretty good.
I want to eat, and if I'm gonna die, let me die happy.
He gonna die happy.
Man,
Trust
look,
me.
I'd rather be big and plump than to be dying skinny and frail.
My husband probably
That's what
wouldn't
my
even be able to
mother-in-law
handle it
always
'cause
says.
he's never been heavy before.
My
So he
mother-in-law
probably
is
wouldn't be
always
able to handle it.
my mother-in-law is always saying that shit, even though she's got like heart problems and diabetes and other stuff. She's like,
Listen,
fuck it. I'm eat whatever the fuck I want because I'm gonna die anyway. So I want to die happy.
But
If
you're
I
gonna make
deprive,
yourself die quicker.
that's what I tell her.
let
And
me
then
tell
she's
you,
like, well, then why don't you do it? I'm like, oh, because I'm not your age yet. You know, maybe when the stakes are higher, maybe like I don't know. I
hey,
probably should change
SpongeBob,
everything.
SpongeBob. See,
Yeah.
I'm one of them kind of guys. If you could take my leg, you can take my arms, you can take my toes, but as long as you don't touch my prostate. If my prostate gotta go, you might well go ahead and size me up.
Oh
You
well,
ain't finna.
it might go when you're older.
Listen.
I
Go ahead.
know a lot of I know a lot of people who are older lost that shit.
Listen,
not in like their 70s and 80s, you know, not like young,
no,
not
but
young.
I understand that, brother. But I'm saying you might well take me to the back, and you know how they take the horses out when their legs break. Just take me to the back.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hey, Latrice.
Because I'd be damned if I be in the bed with my woman, and I got to use pumps and pills and hope that it get it up because my prostate ain't there no more. You know, at least
Y'all men better be going to get y'all prostate checked. I don't like.
Right.
Y'all need to do that kind of stuff. You know, I know some men they don't like to do that.
Because I don't want
What
nobody
about
putting
getting
this
your
on their
prostate changed?
Well,
Nah,
I have a physical coming up where well, and I don't want to go into detail, but yeah.
Good. Well, no. Well, it's
Good,
important,
SpongeBob.
like for men to get their prostate checked because sometimes you find out too late that something is wrong that could have been prevented or fixed.
I don't listen, Warrior. I don't want to be that guy to be, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna have to take a laxative for an enema or something because I know I done pushed out a lot of loads and I just wanted it all
Oh, we
out.
don't want to hear all that. You just need to make sure you do that.
But
You got babies
you really
and
think
you
you'll
need to be
care
here
when
for
you're
them.
like, you really care? You really think you'll care that much when you're 83 with no prostate?
Listen, if I have no legs, I always turn over to the side to get it. But with no prostate,
But
yes,
what's your sex? I mean, what's your sex? What's a person's sex drive like when they're 80 in their 80s?
Listen,
Anyway,
my auntie told me you got to go from 8 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. Okay.
I heard that before.
Now,
Blind,
look,
crippled, or crazy. I
if
heard
I
that
be
before.
crippled, I can take that. If I do whatever, but if you take my manhood away, you might well, that's a slow death, man. I'm gonna be this looking at my 80-year-old wife like, man, I used to get up in there, man. Now I can't even do nothing. I ain't shit.
Don't think that. Well, you better go take care of your prostate.
Nah, the hell with that prostate taken care of.
All right. And you gonna be
I
48 and
know it's gonna be a time
50
I gotta
and can't do
go
nothing.
do it. I know it's a time it's gonna happen, but
Yeah.
I'm not trying to rush it. You know what I mean?
You ain't gotta advertise it when you're going, but you do need to go. All
Nah,
men need to
because
go.
my first time, you know, I want to be special. I want candles and shit. I want all the
Special. Oh no.
whole nine yards. I want to know the type of
He didn't say.
jelly you're gonna use. I
Listen.
want to know everything. And if it's gonna be one finger,
That don't sound right.
listen, you ain't finna go make love. You gonna they gotta put a glove on. You're gonna put that big ass finger in my hole that ain't never been penetrated. You think you gonna want it done? You gonna serenade?
But yeah, you be trying to do that to a woman though.
That ain't my problem.
You expect her to take it,
It ain't
but
my
you
problem.
listen.
I
You
ain't the
talk
first.
about a finger. You
I ain't the
want her to
first
take
person.
all of
Also,
you.
I ain't the first person. Okay, it ain't my
And
fault.
what if it doesn't matter?
What you,
It ain't like it stay open.
man? Look, you ain't
So
finna run through me like that. Like
yeah, but you want
I-
to run up in her. But you crying about a finger
yeah,
for a visit,
yeah,
for a
that
medical
shit hurt.
visit.
That shit hurt the
You don't,
first time.
but you don't think that that it hurts the woman?
Listen, nah, cause you don't have babies and all that other shit, man.
She ain't had no babies at her ass. What are you talking about?
Listen, let me tell you something. I done been around some women who laid down some big shits. So
Oh,
my
and
penis
ain't no baby came up out of there.
they shitting out baby legs and shit. You worried about you worried about this? You crazy, man. chill out. I seen you. Toilet ain't flush all the way. I know what came out you. You ain't got. You'll be damned if you talking about my shit gonna hurt you. Nah, I ain't never had nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I ain't go up in there and the SpongeBob, no, that ain't right. It hurts.
It hurts a woman too.
I don't believe it.
I'm not into that anal stuff personally.
It hurts a woman too. So look,
I don't believe it. They always say that, but they say childbirth hurt. I believe childbirth hurt.
you know what? You know what? I'm gonna send you.
To a certain extent.
I'm gonna send you one of them those simulators.
I don't want a simulator. I don't
You
want to
don't talk about
nothing.
the labor simulators for the men.
I done been through. I done went in. I've been in the delivery room for all my kids.
I don't give a damn if you being in the room. I want you ain't self shit in the room.
The drugs they take, man. Shit.
I want you to be, let me tell you, you still
they give
feel it.
y'all shots in the back, all that kind of stuff. Like, man, that baby gonna slide out. That baby slid out all greasy and shit, man, like it was nothing.
That trust me,
like
it's
it
that. Oof, Jesus!
They do all that huffing and puffing. They say just
Have you heard of the labor simulator?
I don't want to be part of no simulation when I seen it firsthand.
No, I bet you couldn't take it. I bet you couldn't
I've seen that. I'm like, oh my god, there's no way I could take that.
Who volunteers to have babies, man? Come on.
Tears about to go live. I think she said in 9 minutes, but I don't know when she wrote
ready? Because if she's ready, I'm waiting on her.
Yeah, because she wrote it at. It looks like she wrote it at. Wait, this don't tell me the time. Oh, this one do though.
Oh, never mind. I see what she says. When she go live at 8:30, I'm going to Tears shit. Fuck that Levi nigga shit. All he do is trying to click.
I ain't going to Levi either. I'm going to Tears.
Oh, Levi's at the same time?
Yeah, man.
I ain't going over there because all you're gonna do is as soon as you make a comment, they're gonna time you out. Plus, I'm going over Tears anyway.
Listen, man. Come on, man. Like I said, like I told Larry before, I know that your folk, your friends or whatever, y'all might be cool, but I think nigga trying to set you up with the bullshit. And I'm sticking on that. I'm standing on that. Fuck
Especially
Levi.
when you just read his title.
Right. Like, why the fuck you got to click that?
I don't want to see that.
Now you trying to get likes off. Now you trying to get likes off of Larry, nigga. Damn.
That's all they do.
Like, god damn, bro. Like, damn. Nigga, like, get some likes off Dana. Shit.
Yeah.
Go do some shit like that, bro. But you got to use Larry. I already know people be coming after Larry for no reason, doing all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you gonna still go ahead talking about you exposed him with fake. Who the fuck does that, nigga? There ain't no fucking friendship, nigga. You know that nigga ain't had nothing to do with that shit, and you still gonna put it out there? You a bitch like the rest.
That's what I'm saying. Like they know that shit false. They know it already that it's false. You know,
like, nigga, you get on panels and shit, and what he doing is he want to go live and that he gonna try to get Oko people to try to respond and shit. And bro, fuck that.
That's what he's trying to do.
If I'm y'all per se, y'all can watch for the bitch. I wouldn't comment in that bitch ass nigga shit. Fuck that. Let's watch that shit.
I ain't gonna be over there, so I ain't even gonna be tempted.
All it's gonna be is
I'm gonna be at Tears.
Like, goddamn, some motherfuckers, man, how the fuck you get legal, astute people to come on your platform and you still don't fucking listen to them?
At all.
SpongeBob tell me something, shit.
First time I went over there, all they wanted to talk about is that I'm white. And then the second time I went over there, all they wanted to talk about was Miss Esquire. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought we were gonna talk about like cases and stuff.
No,
it's like
because he
you guys don't want to talk to me about the case because you know that you really don't know shit. You know, like you just don't understand even like the basics.
I consider myself legally astute. Like, oh god, fuck this nigga. Like, Jesus Christ, but you got a clickbait off Larry's name though.
I wouldn't even say that about myself. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like,
yeah, like I don't get it. That's why I understand. Like, and these motherfuckers gonna pile over there. Oh, he got some information on Larry. Like, no, the fuck he don't. No, he don't. It's clickbait. The fuck, even Tasha K ain't even mention Larry name. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Dumbass shit. Every motherfucker.
What does this guy do for a living besides YouTube?
I don't know.
Man, he always say he had these court buildings and shit. What else do he do?
They do YouTube.
Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean?
He tracking the terrorists on YouTube.
Like why are you studying Tyson so much, bro? Why are you studying? Like, you over here, and you know what? Levi the type of nigga that take, you know what? Never mind, I ain't gonna say. Him and Dana do got something in common. They take credit for other people's work.
A lot of it.
Isn't he Gregory though?
Yeah,
Isn't
Lovely. He
his real
knows that he's guilty.
Is his real
Yeah,
name
that's his
Gregory?
name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gregory Stubbs, right?
Right.
Yep. That's his name.
And the thing about it, remember that time when Dana said that wasn't his name, and then it was his name.
Yep.
You know,
That's
so it was,
crazy.
like, I'm just
When
like,
when they was cool.
right. So it be little shit like, bro, why? Like, nigga, like, it ain't. And the pressure, you think people just hate him. People hate the fact that you get on here and lie every motherfucking time you go somewhere, and you always.
Lovely Bree said he was a law clerk.
Listen, he could be a law clerk all he fucking wants to, but your cousins from 2021 still, 2020, 2001 was still pissing and fucking minors. No matter what you say and what relations you got to him, he still did what the fuck he did.
Right.
Niggas guilty.
I think Tears live. I think
Yeah,
so.
but if she is, we out, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
she live.
Yeah, I'm gone, man. Y'all take it easy.
Okay.
Everybody, please go to Tears chat. Thank
Yeah,
you
she
for coming.
live now.
Yeah, man.
All right, bro.
Speak
Thank
to you
y'all.
guys
I see
later.
y'all at Tears.
Yes.
All right. Oh, my button.